The Jeffrey Show.
Who could be scared of a Jeffrey?
My name is Jeff.
All right. Sorry. Yeah, I wanted to just jump into it because we're already rock and rolling in conversation here. So cheers, Barrett, for coming on once again.
Yay, dry January's over for you.
What's that? Well, we're at March, way past. It took 3 weeks.
It is March.
It was 3 weeks of dry January, and it was just like, why am I doing this? It was
You didn't make it to the end?
No.
What a loser.
I know it's a lot of this one. I was definitely if you're gonna quit. But if you're just gonna like do a dry January, I kind of get it, but I'm like also at the same time just like, what's the point?
Are you a New Year's resolution guy too?
Not really.
Okay, so then why?
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense.
Because like if you're gonna change whatever you want to change, do it. Because like you don't want to rely on the first of the year to change your lifestyle.
Yeah, but it's no different than somebody who's like, I'm gonna start a diet Monday. I'm gonna get the shit out of stuff, and Monday begin my diet and exercise, and then by Wednesday they're like, fuck this.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna quit drinking tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. So to me, it's all about what is the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word. Like
consistency.
Moderation.
Yeah.
It's like, why can't I think of that word? But yeah.
Yeah, anything's good in moderation is like kind of the common phrase.
So don't drink every day of the week, but you just drink on a Wednesday and drink on a Saturday. Who gives a shit?
Or at least keep the rule of like drink with socially. Keep it socially. Don't be drinking at home by yourself.
And don't drink it like
I
8
don't
a.m.
do that. Oh yeah. Don't wake up in the morning and do a shot of hair on the dog or whatever it is. That's when you're getting a little out of hand. And then I've been told by a friend that's drinks or did drink. He quit drinking. He said that he gets energy from alcohol, and that's when you're really.
I do.
You get it?
I've used it as a caffeinating like thing.
Yeah.
Not like I'm drinking every day, but like if I have to go to an event and I can't, like, if I'm not awake enough, like I will intentionally drink to get like
it will wake
an
you
extra
up, huh?
win. Absolutely. Well, certain alcohols, like so vodka, that's like an energizer for me.
Tequila does it too.
Yeah. Like, but if I drink like a bottle of wine or something, I'd be like, I want to sit on my couch.
Yeah, wine's chill.
But I definitely, it's funny you said that because like I feel like I do that intentionally to try to get extra energy.
Yeah.
But I don't do that like at home or to go to work or something like that.
But I don't see you as an alcoholic.
No, like I mean, I feel like I don't have the healthiest behavior, but I don't need to drink to exist.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, that was probably like not a good circumstance to be drinking, but like I don't know.
I like doing it for this. It's like makes it more fun to do it on here. Like when I was doing a radio show, admittedly that we did it. We snuck like shots and such.
I don't blame you. Yeah.
And we never really got caught. And it doesn't even matter now. That radio's show, their last ever radio show is happening on Wednesday.
Oh, like.
I should almost put a reminder
what
down.
What happened to that?
They lost their license. Like I don't know. I mean, I think it was just not just that. It was just there wasn't much interest there at Saddleback.
And then they took it away from you because of their guidelines or whatever?
Well, they took that. Mine was kind of unique to the fact that I wanted to just keep doing it. Mm-hmm. I wanted to just keep doing the radio show. I would have kept paying to do the radio show there. I loved it. It felt like you're going into a job, but a fun job, and you're going into the studio rather than like, I live in my studio, this is my office right there. And this is my studio here. It's kind of nice to like, and it would also, if I was ever to get this going where I'm actually, if this was making money somehow, I would definitely get an office because then it would make it better for people that I don't really know to be coming to there rather than coming to my home.
Yeah, but you're already like making this more of a thing, this room, you know? There's no reason this isn't your office anyways.
Yeah. I know it's not like I feel confined or like feel like I'm not getting out because I'm in the same room all like the whole day, but yeah, I do. I'm not saying that I'm like, there's pros and cons to both. I did enjoy going to the radio station. It was live. They had that live aspect.
Yeah.
Even though there's maybe 8 people listening at a time or something like that. But
I would listen sometimes because I was commuting when it was happening. So
it was great because like it was available to all.
Yeah.
And I just think the live aspect is so fun. I can obviously do this on YouTube live, but I feel like there's when you're doing it as a podcast, I don't feel like it makes sense to do so unless there's like an event happening at the time. Like we did a live fantasy football draft.
Yeah.
Or it's like Friday night, like we're having a Friday night together and we're all hanging out. But
yeah, I feel like casual live streaming when you don't have like an established audience can be, I don't know. It's like my husband would go on Twitch a little bit as like as a way to kill some time when he had some extra free time. And he would video game stream, Twitch is.
I actually participated in it.
Yeah, and so he would do it, but like he would just relentlessly do it, and like not a lot of people would watch it, but he was just like, I'm just doing this to like, get to know people and stuff like that. I feel like it would be kind of the same thing where it's like 3 people in the room and like hope more people show up.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, for me with your live stuff, I'm always like doing something when you're doing it, and then I see it after the fact. But
I mean, obviously you can just watch it right after. It will be there, available, ready to go.
But it's more fun, like if you're doing it live, to like be just like trolling people. Like it would be fun to like be in the chat, like or whatever when you're doing it live. But I just always miss the boat. So
I mean, it would be. I think if it was just audio live, I think it would work better for people that are like doing things, because like podcasts aren't really. It's cool to have the video as the option, especially if you want to show something on the screen. But it's not something you really want to sit down and watch. I don't sit down and watch any podcasts. It's always off to the side.
Fair.
Or if like I'm eating dinner, if I'm working or something like that, I'm never like just sitting there watching a podcast.
Yeah. Like whenever I've listened to your podcast, I listen to it on Spotify, and then like sometimes you'll reference something where you have it on the screen. But even then, by the time I like look at it, I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. I don't see what they're talking about. I have to Google it later.
Yeah. The Olympics did that to me on the last podcast. I was trying to play the dog running on the ski field or whatever, that ski race or whatever. Like, what's the one where they just kind of push? I don't know what that one's called.
It was
is it long.
You're talking about the event
skiing?
where it was cross country skiing, and they were on the home stretch, and that's like dog coyote thing, wolf
looked like
thing,
a wolf.
whatever that was.
It looks like it was purposely done too.
I don't think it was, but
you don't think so?
I think it was a total one-off.
It was too beautiful of a dog. I even tried to challenge it, and still wouldn't.
Wait, you didn't tell me what happened. You got in trouble for it or something?
I got a copyright, like not a strike, but like they said they won't post it. And they're like, well, you can't use the argument. You don't make any money, so therefore you can't. But I am not making any money.
Yeah, but if you like light the fuse that you're open to receiving money, like your penny that you're going to get like one a year for your ad that somebody watches or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It sucks.
I don't even know what those checks look like, but yeah.
Yeah, I gave up on the that I could have tried again. I used ChatGPT to like draft me I explained the situation, gave me like a whole drafted, reason why I should be able to do it. It's like a free market argument, but didn't work out.
So basically what happened is you put it on YouTube. They said copyright infringement. Yeah. And you just don't have it up there now because of that?
Well, no, they just chop out the part that they don't want
that's kind of nice. Look, you get free editing.
Yeah. It was, it's just free editing basically. It just takes a little bit of time just to re-render.
That's funny.
But yeah, I mean, it's fair, but it's not, because it's like, that's all free for everybody on YouTube already. That video that I was looking at was already there in existence to go check out already. So,
and I thought once you like put it into a format where you're talking over it or it's modified, it no longer becomes copyrighted. I don't know where the line is with those things.
Well, Spotify didn't cut it out.
Yeah, because they probably don't give a shit. But it's weird that it probably means that there's probably some asshole at like NBC who like challenged it or something. They probably just pay people to look for copyright infringement. Like,
I mean, the Olympics are a bunch of stingy turds anyways because of that reason.
But I don't think it's the Olympics. I think it's
really.
I would think it would be NBC. Yeah.
You think it's NBC?
Yeah, I don't think I would imagine the Olympics wouldn't care. It's probably NBC Universal.
I've heard that they get really territorial on Olympics too. Like I remember back, like this was years ago, maybe even 10 years ago or whatever, where the Olympians weren't allowed to like say anything Olympic related on their posts or something like that. I forget exactly what it was.
Oh, that's weird. That's more just like a scary branding thing.
Oh yeah, they don't want you saying any of the words for some reason. Because then I don't know. I don't understand exactly why they would.
Huh. That's like weird corporate jargony stuff.
Yeah.
Probably just like, you cannot speak on behalf of our company.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I think everyone signs those at like corporations, but.
Yeah, I mean, it's corporations. I guess if I was ever to get this show again, if I was ever to get the show up and running, probably should be careful what I say. But
yeah, I mean, I feel like when I come on here, there's like certain things I just decide to just not speak about because you just like never know. I want to go into this like I'm pretty candid as a person, but there's certain things where I'm like I just don't need that to be out in the world forever.
Yeah,
you know.
I don't really even like talking about my dating life.
Oh.
Like in general, I'm fine talking about dating, but I don't want to be talking about personal things that are going on currently because like you're talking about that girl you're dating. And then someone asks you about it, and then they can just watch it anytime. And you're like, I don't feel comfortable with you hearing me mention it. Unless, I mean, even if it's not bad, it's just I don't feel comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like for me, if I was in that position and I was single and I'd probably be like superstitious about it. Where I'm like, if I talk about it, then a self-fulfilling prophecy is going to happen or something. But I don't know. I don't really believe in that kind of stuff anymore. But I could see. Yeah. Yeah.
For you, you're married, so it's kind of
it all doesn't fucking matter. So
no, I gotta like kind of warn new people, like people that have done this before. They've been around the block of this. They know how to talk without having to cause or stir anything that could raise any sort of alarms towards them. But again, it's not like I'm Joe Rogan here.
I don't know. I still feel like we could like war story about past stuff as long as it doesn't go into certain categories of contemporary behavior or I don't know. I think there's like I'm always happy to tell like, I don't know, just moments in time of me being like a shit show or something. Like you want to hear a drunk story? I'll tell you a drunk story.
That's what this is for, Yeah, I try to just be kind of open-minded, and I'll be an open book as well. But there's definitely some subjects I don't try to get into politics either because I'm just those things divide people too much. And I see your eyes getting all excited, but and like religion, stuff like that are very divisive subjects.
Well, I'm going to say this because I don't really care. My mom and I vote very different. Mm-hmm. And she's in Egypt right now. Mm-hmm. And she was having some traveling back challenges.
She's out there, huh?
And I was pretty happy kind of like seeing, like, be like, oh, that's your decision making in reality.
Have fun out there.
Yeah, no, she's getting back. She's going to be completely safe. But it felt a little satisfying for the moment where there wasn't a plan, But I mean, she wasn't super close.
Yeah.
But it's also
kind of close, right?
It's kind of scary, yeah. But at the same time, it's like, oh, well, it's kind of funny.
Yeah. Told you, Mom.
Yeah.
My mother passed years ago, and she had certain political views. Mm-hmm. And I wonder if I get along with her now because she was very not soft, but what's the word? Outspoken.
Yeah.
And she would definitely speak her mind. And I wonder if we would be getting along or we would be able to converse without having any sort of like divisive issues arise and having conflict. I have
basically both my parents are both Republican, and whether they want to believe it or not. But my dad, I just make fun of because he's just like off the deep end. Whereas my mom, she thinks she's somewhere on the spectrum, but she's not.
And you're fine with all this you're talking about with your parents?
I don't care.
Okay.
And when I try to talk to her about it, like I used to, and I gave up because it's not good. So at this point, like if she tries to engage me in it, I just try to say like actions speak louder than words and then try to kill the conversation because she really wants to like poke the bear. Yeah. And I'm like, it's not going to go anywhere. Like, I think you're wrong. You think I'm wrong. And why are we going to engage in talking about a current event right now? When
what are you going to solve?
It's just going to be divisive. Yeah. So whereas my dad, I'm like, you're dumb. Yeah. It's fine. But
you're not, I mean, it doesn't even matter. Like say she was to raise a point and maybe you would agree with, let's just say for a fact,
Yeah.
say just for the sake of argument that she would agree, or you happen to agree with something she says, or she happens to agree with you, you still haven't really solved anything.
Right. So it's like, why engage? Because I already don't think what her perspective on things is genuine. Like, because I see this and then this is what she says.
Yeah.
You know, and so that's the fundamental problem I have with it, where I keep saying, like, you're saying this, but you're doing this. So until you start both things like conjoin,
It's not lining up.
like, let's just
Until
not
it's-
go there
Yeah.
because it doesn't serve anyone.
This thing went out. It's all good. It happens. I need a new TV.
No, but I thought like I heard a baby or something.
Oh, there's a kid.
Oh, okay. I like heard like a wee in the background. But yeah, that's kind of my thing. So I just try to like, I either like, because I talk to my mom on my commute sometimes, and I just try to end, like I try to divert the conversation, or I try to, and I will usually just like end the conversation if she like won't let up, because it's, I don't know.
I mean, it's like, just go, hey mom, you're better off having this conversation with a tree, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
So I pretty much like my response back is always actions speak louder than words. And her typical response back will usually be like, that's your opinion. And so it's just like, why are we starting?
Yeah.
You know, like,
what are your thoughts on people who protest, who go on the streets of the side of a street? Like, I saw them do it over by the Ritz on the PCH. And my thoughts it's still kind of going back to like, you think you're just going to get people that disagree with you change their mind? They're going to be more annoyed that you're causing traffic problems because people are going to be slowing down.
I still like, I myself I don't feel like compelled to be a protester, like on the street corner kind of person.
Yes.
But I respect people doing it because it's our right as American citizens.
It's your right.
So if that's how people want to express themselves for their point, let them do it. You know, I felt really bad actually last Friday. Okay. On the corner of Crown Valley and Antonio, I saw a couple of people protesting about like anti-ICE something, you know, like immigration, pro-immigration. These 4 kids under the age of probably somewhere between like maybe 9 to 12 years old, 4 kids flipped those people off on the corner. I was like, it was like, who are you? Like, just let them do their thing. You don't even have an opinion
You
yet.
don't even know what your
And you're
brain's
just
doing.
like, yeah, you're making a derogatory thing to these poor people who have made this conscious decision to have an opinion. And you don't have even formed an opinion yet. You have your parents' opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know. So that was like, that bummed me out. Cause I was like, come on, like let them just be. And I don't know.
Yeah, I saw that. I have a kind of a similar, not really the same example, but I was out in Palm Springs, and it was probably 114 degrees, and these people are on a corner doing their protest, and I'm like, okay, they really believe in their cause,
Yeah.
because they're like, it was probably the hottest weekend.
That's crazy.
But it was like insane to be out in the sun. You could literally like get heat exhaustion, you know, like. I hope they had a lot of water on them, because man, it was so hot. It was unbelievably hot. It was miserable out there.
Yeah. I respect people doing that. If that's what they want to do, if that's what they think is effective, let them do it. Because we are allowed to do those.
What about the people that drive on the freeway and slow everybody else down?
people do that for,
You've never heard of this?
no, is it common?
It's not common, because you probably could get a ticket for it. You could probably or you could cause you're driving, you could really get into some problems.
Yeah. What's
with
like
that.
the messaging? Is it like their cars plastered with stuff, or they're
Yeah,
just saying,
they'll have like signs on the back on the
no,
back
that's
of their
not
car.
productive.
It's not at all.
Yeah, because the whole point of like First Amendment is like to not be peaceful, not a disturbance. I feel like when you're disrupting traffic, that's crossing that line of I don't know.
No, wait, hold on. I'm gonna shut this window.
Oh, because it's the window open. Is that why we're like, ha ha ha? There's like these noises coming out.
Yeah. Well,
I keep hearing like stuff going on.
It's been like so warm in here. I just wanted to get some fresh air.
Yeah, whatever. The weather said it was going to be a high of 63 today. That's
It didn't
baloney.
feel like it.
No, it feels like it's like been 70 and beautiful all day. It said it was going to be foggy. It's not foggy.
It's not foggy at all.
No, it's beautiful.
But it's supposed to cool off because it was like hot for the weekend, and now it's going to cool off.
Well, I'll believe it when I see it.
You're now tuned into Weather Talk. That will be another nice weekend, though. It'll jump back up to like 76 on Saturday, which I like. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, it was like hot last night. I was just trying to sleep. You know what I hate is like I have like one sheet and then I have one comforter. Mm-hmm. I take the comfort off.
Oh, it's not a good. There's no
good medium
in between. Yeah.
No, it's like the perfect temperature for me to suffer.
So you don't turn the AC on when you sleep?
No.
Oh, so then you just probably need to have like a winter and a summer blanket.
Well, the blanket I have seems to work for both summer and winter. I never even
doesn't sound like it is.
Well, yeah, right now. Well, when I have it when it gets really hot, I just sleep with one sheet.
Yeah. But I'm saying like, maybe you need like a blanket instead of a comforter.
Yeah. You're right.
I don't know. I mean, for the one night you needed it. I don't know.
Well, ideally, you're supposed to sleep in like 65-degree temperature or something like that.
Yeah, my thermostat's at 66. But
and do you always have AC running, or are you always
only at night?
Okay.
But even then, we kind of debate about it. Like if the thermostats,
you're talking about summertime.
Winter too, but like winter, it's debatable at night. We don't run it. We don't ever run the AC in the day. Overnight, I'll kind of look at the thermostat, see what the temperature of the house is. Yeah. And sometimes we'll turn it on when we're going to bed and it will stay on all night. Sometimes I'll turn it on to like cool the house down because of the daytime or the oven or whatever, and then turn it off before we go to bed. But typically it's like, I don't know, we just keep it at 66 when we sleep. And I have a down comforter. So it's like, I don't know. I should also do the thing where I have a blanket. Yeah. But I don't. I don't know.
I should have because the comforter can it served well during the winter, and it can still be, if it gets to the mid 60s by nighttime, then I can still use it. But if it's above 70, I will only be sleeping with like a sheet on. Yeah. And the sheets usually will be fine during the summer, but then it'll be days where it gets just too hot, and then I will run the AC at nighttime. Yeah, and then also just having another body in the bed too is a factor as well. I'm constantly having a rotation of bodies. Yeah, I'm suffering with that. Actually, I do not like. It's not. I mean, I don't like having. If I was to have a girlfriend, it would say if she was here all the time, I'm buying a master, like the biggest California king you can get. Well, that's my thing. Is like I feel like I use AC more because there's another body in my bed. Because when I was a single person, I would be like the diagonal sleeper because I was seeking out the cold sheet spot. Like you do that. You ever do that where you like rotate in the bed where you're looking for the cold spot, and then you're like, okay, here's the cold spot. Here it's moved or whatever. Yes. That was what I did. But now it's like there's always a warm thing over there. Yeah. So to me, the solution is AC all the time when I'm sleeping. It's a weird trick with me is I'll put I sleep with a head fan. I've been sleeping with a head fan since I was like 8. But I'll have it hit my palms. It's like a fan right here. Yeah. I love it. What? And it's also kind of like the what's the noise? But it's the blowing on your face specifically. Oh my gosh. Even during the winter. I feel like I'm a heated battery. No. But something about the face. I feel like that would trigger some sort of I don't know, fight or flight response for me myself. Back in the days of LA, one gal that slept over got sick because of it. So, or she thinks she got sick. Yeah. But it was probably just too cold for her. I mean, there've been a couple times where I'm like, it's like the white noise effect though also. So that's different, but it's blowing in your face. That's the part I'm more focused on. If it's so cold, I will not have it blow in my face. But during any other time, yes. Yeah. So what it's making me think about, remember I told you a little bit about boarding school. Okay. So when I lived there was a seasonal bug that would show up that basically had all of its larvae in the cabin walls. And when spring came, it was fucking gangbusters. We called them snowches. It was some version of pine beetle. Mm-hmm. And you couldn't even expose your face when you were sleeping because these fucking things would land on you. So imagine you're sleeping and then you have something flutter and land on your face or get near you.
Yeah, exactly. But the best part about it was if you like disturbed them when they were doing this, they excreted like a smell that was supposed to be like a pine smell, but it smelled kind of like a gross apple Jolly Rancher. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. I have trauma thinking about this. But like when you say the thing about the fan, I'm thinking about these like little bugs that
Just being blown right in your face.
I would sleep with like a comforter or a blanket over my head because we didn't want them to like fall on us.
Yeah, I would too.
And before we would go to bed, we would vacuum them up because they'd be flying around. It was like disgusting. It was like such a vibe. But yeah.
A bad vibe.
Yeah. But it was like I've never seen these anywhere else. I know they exist everywhere. Like pine beetles are a thing, but like it was a weird thing. But I'm thinking about your fan and I'm thinking about these like fluttering on my face or whatever. I don't know.
I mean, I am asking for maybe because I've had it since I was 8. I've been using one since I was, like in 2nd grade or whatever.
Yeah.
And maybe I've just grown accustomed but I don't get sick often.
No,
I don't know if it has anything to do with that.
I think that's like like go to sleep with wet hair. Like I think that stuff's bullshit.
Well, you're supposed to. Do you know about? Well, I was gonna say though, if I get my it's weird. My calves will get warm. If I can get my palms cool, like so I'll take the fan and have it blow the palm. Because have you ever noticed how hot your palms can get if they're closed?
Yeah.
So if you can get them with open air, it seems to cool, like have an effect on the other.
That's a very like anatomical, like science thing where like your head, your hands, your feet, if those are, have access to cooling, like you're going to be a cooler person. Or if you want heat,
that's
gloves,
what they should make, like little gloves that like are just like a cool device right in your palm.
But that's like, I put my feet outside of the edge of the comforter. Yeah. Like lots of people do that. It's for that very reason. Yeah. So like put your hands outside of your comforter. That's going to
You're supposed to take a warm shower 90 minutes before.
What?
Yeah, because what happens, I'm not going to explain this perfectly, but what happens is you, after you take the shower, the heat from your core starts to go surface to the exterior. And because what you want is your core to cool down. Yeah,
like you go from like warmth to like you're sort of perspiring and it's modifying your body temperature.
Yeah. And I think it's also, it's like, you know how like for every action there's a reaction. So the reaction is because the heat's going outward, it's kind of like an AC unit, right? Where the AC unit is blowing out cold air, but it's also blowing out warm air.
Yeah. I think that makes sense.
I think it has like in the same way of thinking about it.
Yeah. I mean, people do that like when you're sick too. I feel like taking a shower makes you feel cooler or whatever, but yeah. Do
you watch Game of Thrones? Did you watch?
I've watched it all twice.
Oh wow. Okay. So I'm currently binging the shit out of it for the first time.
How far are you?
I just saw, spoiler, I'm on episode 4. I'm on season 4, episode 8. I just saw Pedro Pascal's heads crushed in by the mountain.
Okay. I mean, I probably couldn't even remember what happens what season, so I don't really want to say too much.
Yeah, I didn't even know that the Red Wedding happened until afterwards. But that
hasn't happened for you yet.
Yeah, it
right?
did.
Oh, it
did. When Rob and Stark and
how many seasons are there total?
There's 8.
Okay.
This is why I've been hesitant to even watch it. I once watched like 30 minutes of the very first episode of the first season, and then I'm like, I can't get into this.
Yeah. But it's overwhelming.
But then I'm like, well, I have nothing else I'm really watching, and I have HBO for $2.99 a month for a year, so I might as well take advantage of it.
Yeah.
And it's like so hard to not keep watching.
I did the same thing. My ex-boyfriend, he was like, you've got to watch Game of Thrones. This show was still airing at that point. And I watched the pilot and I was like, I don't get it. There's so much going on. There's like too many people. Like I can't keep track. And then watch it, gave up. Couple years later, we had broken up and like I just was bored and I was like, I'm gonna give it another shot. Like there's things I'm seeing on social media look entertaining. So then I gave it a shot, even though like it feels like there's just too many fucking characters and all this stuff.
Don't worry, they keep getting killed.
Well, that's my thing is like
they bring in new ones too.
That's what you have to sort of figure out is like you can't really keep track of the people and it doesn't matter. Like just watch it. You know what I mean?
Sometimes don't try to like make sure you remember every single detail, just kind of understand the general plot of it all.
But I did eventually go back. I watched the whole thing. It was still airing at the time. I think it was like maybe season 5-ish or something, where I started watching it maybe when season 5 was airing. And I was pretty captivated by it. And then, of course, it's like, I feel like the first season's a little slow because it's like that sort of the elder era and they're all kind of dying off or whatever. And then you're like, okay, there's like these younger people who are trying to make their claim or whatever. And it becomes a little more, I think it becomes more entertaining because you see them come to the forefront.
Yeah.
But then there's other things that are just completely frustrating. You will experience like it's if you don't think it's going to go there, it's going to go there, is what I'll say.
I always say, I can almost predict when the line's going to happen. And I've never seen the show. I mean,
you have to know some of the like.
Well, I was in the zeitgeist.
Yeah,
I stick
people
to like,
joke
I'm
about
kind
it all
of
the time.
I kind of pay attention to the zeitgeist. I knew there was a red wedding, and I knew that Pedro Pascal is like one of the worst deaths in the show.
Oh, I don't know about that.
The mountain's literally crushing his skull.
I think there's more visceral things in the show, but again, I can't remember what happens when. Yeah. So I don't want to say anything.
I'm about to finish he Tyrion, is that Tyrion?
Tyrion,
the dwarf. Am I still allowed to say dwarf? I don't know. The little person.
Whatever. I don't know.
He's puts on trial, to have a champion fight for him. Pedro Pascal, or the Viper, he's from, where is he from? I forget. Then they have Mountain going against him. It's so funny. They talk about Mountain so many times. He was only on it a couple times in the first season, and then finally they recasted him as the actual. That's the Mountain.
There's more. There's a couple of times where they recast people, and you're like, is this that person? And they just didn't tell me. That's what I don't love about that show. And it's not even a recast because of an age change. It's sometimes they're just like, we decided we didn't like where we were going with this way this person was acting. You're like, what the fuck? You should have just
the one with Arya, where there's those 3 guys, and then he kills 2 of them, cuts off their heads, brings the heads to the tent. He got recasted, I guess, due to like political issues.
I really don't want to say anything. I don't want to spoil stuff for you, but there's a couple of times where you see people recasted. There's another show that's on HBO now that's like happening, and they're recasting as the people are aging, and that gets confusing. That's also confusing.
But that's like a reason to. It sucks when it's like they already are aged. Yeah. And then they recast. So they have to be like, yes, you, Dario. Yeah. So what's up, Dario? They have to remind you.
But they're doing that, and it's like, you're like, I really liked this person. Yeah. Like, I didn't like the first version of them. I liked the second version, and then the third version sucks. And now I'm stuck with the third version because they're an adult or something. Yeah, and so I've kind of I can't think of, Fire and Ice or whatever the show is, the one that's like, there's a brand new
House
one.
of Dragons, I heard is not great, but I heard that the new one, the Night hokey. No, I heard it's like really good. Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
I'm going to wait on that one.
I'm going to watch that as soon as I finish.
It looks like comedic silliness, and I don't really give a shit.
This one guy that works on movies said that it's really good. Night of the... Because I just want to see the rating. I'm trying not to go on IMDb.
Yeah, you're gonna like see everything.
Because then you'll see like how many episodes there are in. But like I heard it had a really good ratings.
I don't know.
See, like at Rotten Tomatoes, it's getting good ratings.
I don't know, but I'm gonna sleep on that one a little bit. Wait till it's like maybe fully aired before I give it a shot. But
did you hear about this? There's a whole ratings war or something like that. So
they're buying ratings probably.
No, people that are such avid fans of like Breaking Bad, and that one last episode got like 100% rating on like IMDb or something. Someone voted on it poorly, and so they voted on Game of Thrones and gave it all 1 stars.
Which device is doing that, where they're trying to like equalize it? Is that Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah, usually it's Rotten Tomatoes. And But yeah, I heard there's like a ratings war.
Whatever makes people happy. If that's how they want to spend their free time.
Yeah, ratings war. I don't.
Yeah.
I guess.
But yeah, my thing with, I mean, I was watching House of Dragon. I watched the whole first season. That was solid. I think even like the second season started decent, and then it kind of just like falls off a little bit. I don't know. The conflicts are a little strange and they're a little trivial.
It's supposed to be like, because in
it's a
Game of Thrones, they're talking about all the stuff that happened. Yeah. Is that like what they do with House of Dragons? Is they kind of they actually show what happened? Is there like a Mad King supposed to show up? Remember the Mad King they talk about?
That's the thing that makes me want to make sure I finish it when it's fully fleshed out, because I am curious. I don't fully, maybe this is my own ignorance in the timeline of the Game of Thrones universe, but I feel like I have my thoughts on what the story's going to turn into, but I don't know if I'm supposed to already know what the ending is. I think they haven't actually told this story and they're trying to tell it, and it is a mystery to us. But again, because you're not far into the show, I don't want to tell you my theories on what it is and why it intrigues me to potentially finish it, even though it's a little slow for me right now. But it does, if it's what I think it is, I'm very interested to see how that comes to fruition. But at the same time, I'm like, it's probably not going to be that. And it's just going to be like these people having conflicts and killing each other.
Are they actual books, or were they written after, like?
That I don't know. So with the Game of Thrones books, I don't even think the books got finished being written. I think the show surpassed the written text, but they were consulted by George R.R. Martin. I want to say is what the case is. I don't know about I think it's Fire. Is it Fire and Ice or whatever? I don't know. I think
House of Dragons.
House of Dragons.
Were House of Dragons actual books before? Yeah,
because Fire and Ice, I think, is what the normal Game of Thrones show is about. And then I think there's some book foundation for House of Dragon, but I don't know if it's completely fleshed out.
Let's see. This is what ChatGPT is telling us. So it says, yes, they're books.
Oh, Fire and Blood. Okay. Sorry, that was called Fire and Ice.
Published in 2018. So he was like, quick, I got to get this book out.
Oh, no. So it's based on a book called Fire and Blood. Okay. So Fire and Ice, I think, is the OG.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's what the one that I'm watching right now?
I think it's called, okay. I could be wrong, but I think it's Fire and Ice is what the OG one is based off of. Yeah. Song of Fire and Ice.
Okay.
But yeah, no, there's a lot of really satisfying characters that exist in the original show, despite the amount of deaths and unfulfilling things that exist. I still think it's a pretty solid show once you really sort of get in the universe of things.
Yeah, I think, people it takes like 1 or 2 seasons to like really get into, or like the second season you'll get into it. I'm like, no, I was pretty sold on the first season.
Okay. Yeah. It's like once I feel like, what's the guy, something Bean or whatever.
Sean Bean.
Once he like sort of
Eddard Stark.
Yeah. Once like the changing of the guard sort of happens, I feel like you start to get more, you're like, okay, it's about their kids a little bit.
Well, he was supposed to be kind of like, what do you call it? Like a showrunner, or what the technical term is, because he has the fame of being on Lord of the Rings and all that. And kind of like...
Yeah, like the one to rope people in is like the famous person in the show.
I don't even think... I think the first season came out in 2011 from what I'm trying not to look up too much information right now.
Yeah, it's hard.
But Jason Momoa, I don't think he had his fame even close yet at that time.
Even when I was watching that show happen, like... he wasn't in anything else for a while. It took a bit. And even, whatever, his body work is, I don't know. Do you think he's in good things now?
He did. It'd probably be just fun. It'd probably be a good sit down and watch if you got nothing else going on. He did that movie with, what's his name from the Avengers? I'm blanking on his name. He used to be a wrestler.
I have no idea. But you're talking about, what's that guy's name?
He was like the
He's in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes.
But I don't know. I can't think of what that actor's name is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, those are all just like dude action movies.
Yeah, and I bet I think it got good ratings, but I'm like I can't see it being fun.
I feel like that's the type of movie that's like sponsored by a Monster Energy drink. Like I don't feel like it's not like
the
for
Wrecking
me.
Crew.
It's not made for me.
His name is, this is gonna bother me until I get Dave Bautista. Yeah, it's got a 74% on Rotten Tomatoes, but I don't know if I'll ever get around to watching it. Because like they'll say
don't
it's
have
funny.
time to watch a bro-y action movie.
It's gonna be like a action porn, basically, you know.
That's the type of movie I'd put on in the background when I'm like cooking dinner. Like for me, the equivalent is like putting on like a shitty like made for TV type rom-com or something where I'm like, I know what the plot is. I don't need to pay attention to this. I'm going to put it up when I'm cleaning my house in the background because I wanted something going on. Like, I feel like that's the male equivalent.
Yeah, I think I did that with like Red Santa or Red Alert or whatever.
Oh my God, I turned that movie off. I tried to, okay, so I have this tradition on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day where one of my old coworkers comes over and I cook her dinner and we get pretty drunk. We've been doing it for like the last 3 years because her family lives in another state. My family's in another state. We're typically like working. So I'm like, let's just do this instead.
Yeah.
And it's been great. And it started off with, I can't remember. We started drinking the Rock's tequila, Terramina. So we were like intentionally trying to watch the Rock movies. So we tried to watch Red, whatever.
There's something in Red.
The Christmas movie. And
I think it's just called Red, maybe.
We literally it's called Red something. We turned it off because it was so fucking bad. Like this year we did it and we watched The Jungle Cruise. I had already seen it, but like she hadn't seen it. So we watched The Jungle Cruise. Be like, let's watch
What'd you think of that one?
I don't mind The Jungle Cruise because I feel like it's like a derivative Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah.
Like it's doing fun things for The Jungle Cruise as like have you seen it?
I don't even know now. I feel like I'm getting it mixed up with something else.
I don't love the idea of Emily Blunt and The Rock being love interests, which is a present in the film. But they have Jack Whitehall, who's a great like British actor. He kind of provides like comedic okay, yeah. So like I turned this shit off. It was so bad. Like, yeah, 37%. What? Popcorn meter gets 92? Whatever.
Yeah, the people.
So I don't know what happens in this movie. I turned it off. I don't really like Gal Gadot either. So.
Oh, I was thinking of it because it's always The Rock and Emily Blunt. What's the other one? Jungle Cruise?
The Jungle Cruise. Jungle Cruise is solid because also the villain in the movie is oh my gosh, it's Kirsten Dunst's husband. I
like that guy, the redhead dude.
Yeah, the blonde. He plays blonde redhead, but yeah, he plays like a really intense German guy. I feel like it's historically, Jesse Plemons. Yeah. So it has good casting. They lean a little bit into like the Jungle Cruise as like a joke. You know how like Jungle Cruise as an attraction is sort of like leaning into that like satirical, like apathetic humor. Mm-hmm. They do a little bit of that. And then it's kind of taking you on an Indiana Jones style journey. Yeah. And then they've got people playing like deadpan, like stereotypical, I think it's taking like place in the 1930s or 40s. Like I looked up because they have Jesse Plemons play a character that's a historical figure, but the timeline's off and his actions are off. Yeah. It might have been World War I. I can't remember, but it's still entertaining, I guess. But yeah, The Rock and Emily Blunt as love interest, mistake.
Yeah, they did that as Smashing Machine.
What?
They were like the married couple, or I think she was the girlfriend. Actually, she's supposed to be like a crazy girlfriend.
What does that mean, Smashing Machine? What are you talking about?
It was like based off Mark Kerr. He was like one of the original UFC fighters.
Okay.
And The Rock. It was supposed to be like Rock's like nominated Oscar type movie, and I think he got shunned for the Oscars for it. I don't know.
This is the name of a movie.
The Smashing Machine.
Oh, I was like, what is the Smashing Machine?
Yeah, no,
I thought that was like
an art house type, like, to see how good you are at acting.
Oh.
So Emily Blunt's a great actress, and she's portrays a, just a drunk, drugged up, annoying, girlfriend, I guess.
Oh, so they've been in that scenario more than once? That's weird.
Yeah. Well,
No.
I guess, people do that. People start acting like they start doing movies together commonly. Like,
Probably because they're just like, well, we're so platonic. Let's just keep doing it, even if that doesn't make sense, though. If there's like no chemistry, like I just think organically, if I saw Emily Blunt and The Rock on the street, I'd be like, no, that's like that's never going to happen.
yeah. Do you think John Krasinski would have? Looks like it.
Not so much, but
husband.
like it's a little bit more possible, I guess. I don't know. Oh yeah, nice job.
I know. You like the mute?
But I don't know. It just depends. I mean, maybe I feel like just saying it, be like, well, the big, bulky, like guy. I feel like it sounds like I'm just being racist or something, but it's not. I don't know. It's just like I feel like what they bring to the table, like as just people, doesn't make sense. I don't know.
Yeah, he's like a very like 1 out of 4. Like he's has some fun ones that are just like fun to go watch. Like what's the Jumanji? I thought was fun.
I saw the first one. I haven't. There's a second one, right? I haven't seen the second one.
We're talking about the one with The Rock, not with Robin Williams. But the one with Robin Williams
the
is really
remakes
good.
one, because that one has is it Chris Tucker or no? It's
the short black dude.
yeah.
Chris Tucker's tall.
It's not Chris Tucker. It's
Do you want to keep guessing?
No, I don't want to keep guessing. I'm just gonna sound racist.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love Karen Gillan also.
And
yeah,
Jack Black's hilarious.
They all have really good rapport with each other.
Yeah.
Honestly, but again, like if Karen Gillan was matched up with any of the three of them, I would be like, that's not real. She's tall AF. Like none of those people make sense. Like I don't know. Just maybe I guess I could see her as a better opponent for The Rock. At least their height is similar.
There's this one movie that I saw, and it was like one of his first like theater movies. And I saw it on a date with a girl.
Mm-hmm. You went on a first date to the movies?
Oh, I never do that. That was like when I was like 20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't realize how stupid that was.
Mistake.
Oh, it is such a mistake. Like, why would you want to go see a movie with someone?
Yeah, let's just sit in the dark and not
talk,
not get to talk to each other. Yeah.
No, I don't. I'll never do that. There's no point in that. Black Adam was terrible. I don't know if you saw that one.
I didn't, but it's sad when stuff doesn't take, and it's like those action films that are like comic book, and you're just like, they did it once and now they feel like they can't do it again because this one bombed. And it's like, it had nothing to do with the people and the stuff. It was like probably just a bad story or something. I haven't seen Black Adam.
Baywatch, I was like excited about. Terrible. It was.
But it's a remake. Like I'm actually thinking about going back and watching the OG Baywatch. I loved it as a kid. And I was like, I bet it's like going to be such a good show to watch like before I go to bed.
Sometimes I go to Patsy's. And they just have like the Baywatch channel.
Oh my
and you're
gosh.
like, you're kind of watching, you're like, Jason Momoa? I forgot that he was on this.
Oh, was he on like...
He was on like the later years of Baywatch.
How old was he?
Yeah, you should see him. He looks like a clean cut dude.
I know. I was just, I saw a clip on like Instagram the other day and Michelle Williams was on it.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, what?
She probably was like maybe on
She played a love interest for I know the character's name. So Mitch is
look at this fucking guy. Yeah, I liked how he goes, oh yeah, I was just like kind of thinking.
He was a full-time cast member?
Yeah.
What? No, I didn't know that.
He's like, yeah, I was just thinking about being and acting, and then like, oh, so here I am acting.
See, all the more reason for me to watch this. Like me and my sister were super into it. I had the Baywatch soundtrack, and my favorite is, so like David Hasselhoff has multiple tracks on it. So does Jackson. Well, I can't think of the kid's name is Hobie. I can't think of it. Joshua Jackson. I don't know. There's so many teen heartthrobs from the 90s who are like Jonathan Jackson, Joshua Jackson.
Yeah.
I can't remember what his name is, but he has a song on it. It's literally on my iPod and it comes on my shuffle. Sometimes I'm like, oh, this is a banger. Like I don't know. It's a terrible, like overproduced studio song, but I was like, this is a great like 90s hit.
Well, I mean, that's how I felt about like NSYNC. I didn't really like them when they came out, but then you like listen to them now, you're like, this is fun.
I have, my sister was a huge NSYNC fan. I have this really, I'm like a crusader for one of the members. I know a lot about boy band lore. Like obviously I was a girl growing up in the 90s and stuff, but like no one gives any credit to, everyone thinks about Justin Timberlake and NSYNC. No one talks about JC Chazé. He was like, like, do you even know who I'm talking about?
Is he the one on Backstreet Boys?
No, he's in NSYNC.
Oh, he's in
Okay,
NSYNC?
so like for NSYNC, there's obviously 5 members. And if you look at them right now, like you probably are like, I know who Justin Timberlake is. I know who Lance Bass is because he's like very...
He was gay and came out. And
Exactly.
we didn't know.
And then the other 3 escape you probably. But JC Chazé was probably the most talented one in the band.
Why was he the most talented? Which one is he?
He's the one all the way to the left.
This one?
Yeah. If you ever listen to his voice in any of the songs, it's like incredible. But at the time when NSYNC like was in their heyday and then they chose to break up because Justin wanted to do a solo album.
Which was a good album too.
It absolutely, basically, I know a lot about this. Even though I'm not a big NSYNC fan, but I just like know a lot about boy band lore. The person who was in charge of them, his name is Johnny Wright, was like probably in cahoots with Justin and we're like, we're going to do this. We're going to detach.
Yeah.
And we're going to start a thing. JC was vocally the most talented, but he's just like a weird guy marketing wise. So like, I love to talk about the train wreck that is JC Chazé because I feel bad for him because he was like on paper should have been the most talented, but he went out and he put out this album at the same time Justin did, but didn't have like Johnny Wright who was doing like this good marketing stuff. And he probably was just very experimental with his album, and the album is fucking nuts. Like, so...
Nuts in a good way?
Like, no, it's just like everything you shouldn't have done as like a... Like, vocally, he's doing fine, but like the messaging and the style of the album is garbage. Like, he was dating Tara Reid at the time.
Oh, man.
And then, like,
She was also not...
The most notable track on the album is called All Day I Dream About Sex.
Oh, God.
So imagine putting that out at the same time Justin Timberlake's putting out this, like, really awesome
Cry
album.
Me a River and then Sexy Back and...
Yeah, it's like, if you ever look it up, it's a train wreck. But I've listened to the album like as sort of as a joke from start to finish. And like one song will go from like, I'm a sex addict to like, why can't I find love? And you're like, what is the message? And every song is like instrumentally like a different theme. And it all makes sense. Like he's sort of this dude who's sort of like the recluse, talented one now. But it's just like, I feel like bad for him as a person. Cause I'm like, you want to be behind the scenes and he does all this producing and he's doing like really good stuff with that. But like, I feel like in his mind, he's probably like, I know I have a really good voice and I wish I could have had my own solo career, but like Justin got everything. I don't know.
He probably just didn't have the right people around him for what it sounds like.
Yeah. And in like the last 2 years, he came out with, he's starting to look at Broadway now, and he came out with a Frankenstein Broadway proposal musical.
Yeah.
It's so fucking weird.
What's with Frankenstein?
I don't know.
Recently?
This was before Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein.
And then you got The Bride.
Yeah, I know, but I like those like things will always have like a resurgence, like goes in cycles. But
But it's like funny how what else came out recently? It was like you really are both doing the same exact thing. But they're like one studio gets word, we got to do Frankenstein before this, you know, and then like they got Christian Bale at, I think they're naming him Frankenstein, even though he's Frankenstein's monster. Yeah. I think in like a lot of like the retold versions of Frankenstein, they think like, why are we calling Frankenstein's monster not Frank? Why aren't we just calling him? Why wasn't he called Frankenstein? He's the famous one, not the doctor or the scientist that made him, you know? But I think in the one with, what's her name? God, she's, I think it's Mia Goth.
Yeah, the one who has like it looks like paint coming off of her face. I keep seeing ads for it.
Yeah, and then it's Christian Bale. Yeah. That is Jessie Buckley is what's her name. Christian Bale's Frankenstein. Oh, they are calling him Frankenstein's monster in the in the movie.
Yeah, but it's just like the cycle of Hollywood where one story just gets overdone, or like it's more like theming. So I don't know what I would categorize Frankenstein in, but it's like, like pirates become a theme, or Nazis become a theme, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they kind of cycle through. Like this movie did well, so we'll do this. So it's probably maybe it's like a response to like sort of that. I'm trying to think of that Emma Watson, or not Emma Watson, Emma Stone movie that came out a couple of years ago that won all the Oscars. I feel like where she's sort of like she's not.
Oh, it was like a kind of a weird movie though. Like I think I know what you're talking about.
But I feel like something like that might have paved the way for something like Frankenstein now having a resurgence. Yeah. Sort of like those characters where they're people who aren't fully in like understanding the world around them, and then they're kind of understanding it and taking on their own life, or I don't know, like they're all probably derivative from that kind of story. So maybe that's why stuff like that is coming out. I don't know. I feel like things are always, it's always like a reactive tactic to something else that got made. I don't know.
Of course.
So, but
I mean, I get it, but don't, because like sometimes you don't want to overdo it. Like, I mean, for example, like what we're talking about, Game of Thrones, they're just going to keep making spin-off after spin-off after spin-off. Like they totally, perfect example is Walking Dead.
Yeah.
They did, how many different spin-offs did they do? Like 4?
Yeah. And I think we talked about this last time, because it's just like Hollywood's derivativeness about like, we're only going to do safe stuff. We're not going to do
nothing new.
Yeah,
or original.
Exactly. So it's all just bullshit. So, my thing is right now where it comes to, if they're going to do something that's different, I want to try to support it, to be like, I'm trying to show you these things should happen more. But I don't know. It doesn't really seem to convince them, because everything's done by committee, and I don't know. They're just stupid about everything in Hollywood.
Well, AI is going to start replacing it.
Exactly. So I can't
people
wait.
will just have like ideas, and really great ideas, and they can just whip them up on their laptop.
Yeah.
Like that. Did you see that animated movie? I think it won an Oscar, where the pets are running away from a flood, and it's all animated.
Flow.
And
I haven't watched it, but it wasn't totally AI made. It was like AI.
Well, it's not AI made, but it was all made on a computer for like $2.5 million or something like that.
Yeah, because I think the guy's story is more complex than that. I sort of remember hearing about it like on NPR or something, about how the guy he didn't have a big budget, and he did the thing kind of by himself or whatever, and it ended up being a big deal. But I don't think it was made. I think it was still more organic and like made from scratch, and it wasn't completely
not made on the laptop.
I think it was made. I think it was made by a computer, but I don't think it was like not made by the individual kind of thing.
Yeah, sometimes they'll draw the story down into like, oh, this one tagline, he made it all on his laptop, and it gets
I think it was made by a very small like thing, but I don't think it was made by a computer, but like it was still a human, I think, facilitating.
Well, I mean, I guess there's like a lot of things you can do to make animation through, like, it was like some open source type program that
something like that. I can't remember what the story was, but I remember hearing about it, and I was like, oh, that sounds good. I keep meaning to watch it actually, but it's like
good. There's no dialogue.
Right. That's what I've heard about it. But yeah. I mean, I'm also just not a huge animation person, so it would definitely be, that would be like something I'd put on when I was like doing other things.
For some reason, I still am drawn to animation. It's just got to be really good. Like Love, Death, and Robots on Netflix.
What's that?
Really good show where each episode ranges from like 5 to 15 minutes, and it's all adult rated. It's not for kids, and it's all different styles of animation, and they're all different stories. So it could be like a 5-minute quickie to like a 15-minute like full production.
Oh, interesting.
And it's really well done. And they've done, I think, David Fincher got involved with it on an episode that he did. But like, there's some really dark episodes that I still think of kind of like in the same sense, like of Black Mirror, where like every episode of Black Mirror, I kind of like remember because there's like so much like maybe emotion, not even just like fear, but emotion attached to it.
Yeah.
Well, a fear of emotion, I guess.
I think it's fascinating what people are doing with animation, but if for me personally, I'm just like not gravitating towards it always. Like, I mean, I like Disney classics and stuff like that, but like Adult Swim and all these like, you know, sort of cartoons made for adults and stuff. Like, it's not really like I don't jump to it. Like my husband really likes Bob's Burgers and I think it's great, but at the same time, I wouldn't personally be like, I'm alone. I wouldn't put it on, you know, I just, animation it's good, but I still prefer watching live action. I guess.
Me too. But there's like sometimes, it's not always, I don't always like gravitate towards it, but if it looks compelling enough.
No, there's definitely like, there's stuff happens in animation that's like the best stuff that's ever come out, but it's not something I jump to automatically.
Check out Love, Death and Robots. It's really good.
But it's on Netflix now.
Yeah, they have. I think there's like 4 seasons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or maybe 3. They come in bite size. So you could like watch one and then you'd be like, oh, okay, that was cool. I'll watch another.
Random. Yeah.
And they're like just different stories.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of how was what was it like? Adult Swim was kind of like that, where it was like 15 minutes of like some weird experimental cartoon and then followed by like another one or whatever. You go from like Robot Chicken to, you know, all that kind of stuff or whatever. But
I watched Metalocalypse. That's like the one thing I watched on Adult Swim.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch that?
I didn't, but like I think about what was like Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
I've heard of that, yeah.
Oh my gosh. There's an episode of that show that like lives rent-free in my brain. It's like, okay, so it's like, you know, the characters, right? There's like a milkshake, there's a meatball,
like a fries,
and then fries. And then there's like the weird hairy neighbor or whatever. There's an episode where I think like, I can't remember which of the 3 weird characters finds like a cloning machine and they put it in like a backyard pool. And it ends up being somebody's hand. Like it's the hand of, I don't remember which character. I'm not telling this well. And that character that is the clone that shows up from this like weird kind of a Frankenstein story comes from this like backyard pool from this cloning machine that they get, decides all it wants to do is rape the neighbor. So
oh God.
I'm not even kidding. So the whole episode is basically like it shows up, it looks like a hand. It's like a yellow hand, but it kind of acts like a dog. And every single time it's like interacting, it's like, I'm a happy dog. And then when the fries and the milkshake and the meatball aren't paying attention, it like looks at the neighbor and it's like, tonight, you.
Oh my God.
You should watch this. I'm telling you, it's the strangest thing. Like, but this is what Adult Swim was putting out. And I love that cartoon. It would never get made now.
Yeah.
And it's the fucking strangest thing I think about constantly. And I'm like, I can't talk about this because it's just an episode about rape essentially. And like, why did they make a cartoon about this? I don't know what the episode's called, but I'm telling you, it's bizarro.
You like Rick and Morty?
I don't really watch that stuff either. I'm familiar with it, but
those are good to like just you're chilling, you're hanging out with your friends, and maybe like you just want to put something in the background. But it's also fun just to watch if you're like.
I feel like I need to look up what this episode's called just for.
Yeah, do it.
It's dirty,
but it's got. I hate to like bring up rape, but like it's so funny. Like Jamie Lannister rapes his sister, and
there's so much of that.
But then you go from like liking him to like, oh wait, he just raped his sister. But then you kind of root for him for a point. We're supposed to forget. It's like you're almost supposed to forget that he just raped his sister. But then there's like scenes of like, oh wait, are we supposed to be rooting for him at this? It's like kind of funny how you'll go back and forth with these characters. Like, oh, you did something terrible, to like, oh, you have some justifiable quality to yourself. It's kind of weird how Game of Thrones does that.
I think, what IMDb is saying is it's called, I think it's called, the episode's called Hand Banana.
Hand Banana.
I think so. But yeah, because it literally looks like a dog that kind of looks like a banana. But yeah, it came out in 2006.
They did a whole movie, right?
I'm sure they did.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Yeah. Like, what did they say? The hand?
Hand Banana.
Hand Banana. Just gonna look at.
You have to watch this.
Oh, look, it says full episode.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's very available, but it's very inappropriate from contemporary standards.
I think I can watch it like almost on anything. I have HBO.
But this is the weird cloned character that's depicted as Hand Banana. Yeah.
Let's make sure the audience knows about the rapist Hand Banana.
You can see.
Oh, so he wants to have sex with this dude?
I'm telling you, you have to watch this later. It's the strangest thing.
And you can buy that toy. Looks like Amazon might have it, but it's in like the backyard of somewhere in the forest. That's. I like when
weird.
they go. I like when they go weird. It's cool when they are able to do that.
Obviously not aging well, but like the strangest thing that's just forever in my life. Like I saw it and I was just like, what is this?
That's interesting. Who writes? It's like dive into what like they did.
Hand banana.
Hand banana. Yeah, I have Hulu and I have HBO Max.
Sorry, I spoiled the episode for you in advance.
Well, I don't think it's like kind of how does this all play out, you know?
Yeah, you're gonna have to watch it later. But I think it's like 15 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I like. Okay, so it went from 2000 to 2023. Wow.
Jesus.
And then who was the writer of this show?
I'm sure like a million people.
I know I've heard about it. I just never got around to watch. Oh, of course. That looks like maybe that's a different. Oh, that's Aqua Teen.
Yeah, it's
creators
a very
Dave Willis and Matt Maliero.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not an aficionado about Adult Swim writers.
I mean, you heard that they fired the main guy of Rick and Morty.
I'm sure, but I think everything always routes back to like what's happening in Hollywood. Like,
well, he would get too drunk and like.
Okay. Well, then that's fair.
He'd be terrible around on set with people. And
he was like, I need to make more hand bananas.
Yeah, something like we're talking about Rick and Morty. Yeah, he's like the creator of the show got fired from his own show.
Yeah,
that would really suck. Like, say I was to get fired from the Jeffy and Jeffrey show. Like, who's going to be the other Jeff? Who's going to be the Jeff that hosts the show?
Who's been on the show the most second to you?
Adam Green has. So yeah.
Okay, so so maybe he'll oust you one day.
He might try to take
be like,
over.
This will be my show.
Yeah.
We're gonna call it the Adaming show.
Better watch out for him.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he would ever do that. And plus, like, there's only a few names that works that well. Like Jeff, works too well. People are like sending me
Just
memes.
Keep telling yourself that.
Oh, I will. People keep sending memes of like, I would totally say definitely, and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, no one's gonna make like a pause song that as good as you make.
I know. I was actually more proud of the one that I was actually singing in.
Yeah, your AI one's silly, but I think your original one, the vulnerability. Yeah.
It's a one take. Yeah.
So good.
And it's great is that I can have actual music that I made and I don't get a copyright strike.
Did you play that on a piano?
No, I did have Suno the app make like a samba style song, and then
So you didn't make it then.
I sung it.
I know. Obviously.
Yeah, but I didn't make it. But that's right. What's kind of fun about this is that you can have some music play and then I can sing in the background.
Yeah, the vulnerability that exists in those like 2 minutes of music that you made for that interlude is incredible.
Do you want to get a quick refill?
Sure.
Let's take a quick break and we'll be right back with the Jeffing.
Yourself today. It's a little reminder that you need some Jeffing up in life. Jeffing show. Go Jeff yourself. You need to Jeff yourself today. Yeah. You need to Jeff yourself today on the Jeffing Jeffrey show. Go Jeff yourself today. Jeff yourself today. Yeah. I'm gonna go Jeff myself. Jeff yourself. You gotta go Jeff yourself today. Alright. Jeffing Jeffrey show. Jeffing Jeffrey show. Alright. Jeffing Jeffrey show. Jeffing Jeffrey show. Alright. Most definitely the best show on this Jeffing planet. Go Jeff yourself today, alright. Don't forget to Jeff yourself. You need some Jeffing today. What exactly does that mean? I do not Jeffy know. Jeffrey show on Tuesdays mostly, but I like to Jeff myself every day. Alright, Jeffrey show. Go Jeff yourself today. I wanna hear this frickin' show, the Jeffrey show. Alright. It's about to go Jeffing down most definitely. You need to remember one more time to go Jeff yourself. Alright.
All right. I like to keep a little bit of a bumper of audio in case I need to edit out the song, but I usually just keep the music in now.
I think you need to do more
I know.
songs.
I've been kind of lazy. I need to start making promos. I need to like start chopping out clips.
No, you just need more songs. You should get some of your regulars to help you with one.
I know, and I should rap. I should actually rap rather than like.
Welcome to the show, Jeff and Jeff on the
No, that's like what AI made that.
Yeah, AI made that all.
We need more Jeff originals. Get your collaborators. Get all these like. I'll help you.
I'll make an entire album of me just singing samba music.
Yeah, no, you should do like one for each genre.
I mean, yeah, I could. I mean, I have like the bones of it. I could just re-sing this. Jeffed up. Yeah, that was fun to have when I was doing the radio because I was like getting tired of having to play like other songs. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, not tired of it. It was just like I wanted to break from the norm for a little bit. But that's something I do miss about radio was being able to have like songs,
copyrighted stuff. Yeah,
you could. I mean, we were kind of on the gray zone of that because I would play straight from Spotify.
Yeah.
And you're not allowed to do that. So they kind of
I could see that.
They look.
Yeah. There's a lot of weird licensing implications like that just exist from being in a public space. Like I know this from OC Local. I know this from like hotels and stuff that you have to pay like basically like a blanket amount for having like either having like a TV on or having music being played because you're a public establishment. And it's like, what? Like, why do you have to?
Crazy.
It's, and I don't even know who's getting benefits from that. It's probably like one of those things where there's like a parent company that says, I distribute the cents to the people. You know what I mean? But like, if you think about who the artists are and like who actually sees the money, it's probably ridiculous. Like I have this friend, who's a musician, just like a guitarist, like kind of folk singery guy. And I was watching a show called Skins, which is a British show that hasn't been on the air for a long ass time. I was watching it on Netflix when it was in syndication, and I was like, your song is playing on this show. And he's like, I didn't even know that because like
there's reasons I get where you're getting what you're getting.
But yeah, they put people's stuff into this pool in syndication, and then they end up getting weird royalty checks for it or whatever. But it's so strange how like I don't know like where that money comes from.
So he did get paid though.
He got paid some. But it was like the original airing of the show, song wasn't present. The syndicated version of the show, his song was swapped out because it was probably cheaper than the original thing. But he's still like I'll say his name. His name's Orion Walsh. He's like a folk singer who was in a post-hardcore band. And I like had told him, I was like, oh yeah, just like your stuff was on this. And he didn't even know about it, but he probably is in the future was going to get like a small little royalty check for doing that. And it's so random, but I don't know.
It's kind of nice though. I'm like, you put out something.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
like you getting your 10-cent YouTube check you're going to get in the future for the like one ad that somebody watched. Like,
I mean, that'd be really cool. I wish, but like, it's like, this is just more for fun, until.
But have you ever gotten Like, because you probably have ads on your YouTube stuff, right? Just because
I
you're
don't
trying
know.
to.
I don't really watch the YouTube.
But like you have to opt in or not, you know?
Yeah.
You don't think you opted in for that stuff?
I think I let it happen if it does. Like there's options.
I don't even know now. Like,
yeah. There's so many options. I'm like, I just kind of stick to like what language it's put on and what playlist I have it set to be, you know, but I don't really have, I don't think it has any ads. Like if I was just to play it straight on YouTube, would there be any ads ever? I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Because I think there's like an opt in or opt out with ads, and that's when you put yourself in the like I can get checks, but like you have to do a lot to get the checks.
Do you know the trick with YouTube where you don't have to watch ads? You can only do it on like on the internet. You can't do it like on a device.
Oh, I mean,
you have to be on like a browser.
I like never go on YouTube legitimately to pay attention. So I don't know.
Let me show you. Let's see. There
also, if I was to like, I have stuff on my own personal YouTube. If I played that on here, would that be copyright infringement?
What's that?
Know? Like I have a small YouTube channel like that has just random stuff.
Beef sticks.
Oops. Turn off the volume.
Beef sticks. Is that what they said?
Beef sticks. Like that's an ad. There you go.
Beef sticks.
Here's that.
Oh my God.
Shia
I don't even
LaBeouf.
want to talk about that.
So if you put the hyphen right here, do you see where I'm putting it?
Uh-huh.
You put it right after the T like this.
Uh-huh. Should I pull up the photo I have of me and Shia LaBeouf when I was in 8th grade?
Wait, hold on 1 second. So you see how it's like
Channel 5
so
news,
now
so
I got to turn off the volume. I don't want to be copyright. So you can now watch it, no ads. What's the problem with this though is your YouTube's not acknowledging that you watched it. So you know how you want it to kind of cater to your algorithm. Sometimes I've gotten so many good recommendations from YouTube based off my algorithm. So that your algorithm's not being like acknowledged.
I'm not trying to cultivate an algorithm on YouTube. Honestly, my YouTube is trash. Like my YouTube.
That's why I loaded up my YouTube just to make sure there's nothing on there that I'm like, oh, that's what you're looking at.
Yeah, my YouTube is very much. Oh my gosh! Like so, I go to my YouTube and it's like Connor Story from he was on SNL. Who's the guy from Heated Rivalry? It's like Davey Havoc who's the lead singer from AFI because I got really into. Yeah, it's like, look, it's all Heated Rivalry stuff. I don't even go on YouTube. Oh, Bridgerton. I've never looked up anything on Bridgerton.
Did we talk about Heated Rivalry?
We did briefly.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It's the best.
Is it done?
Hanson, because I was a Hanson fan when I was a little kid. Yeah, it's garbage. Yeah, but I think it's just, it's contemporary pop culture zeitgeist stuff right now where it's just like, I haven't looked up anything about Heated Rivalry on YouTube, but that's what it's putting. Honestly, the most I've been on YouTube recently was like when I was like trying to share your podcast to people who didn't have Spotify.
Well, I mean, also I think your episode had so you had the most on YouTube. Then you did another one and that was even more views.
Okay.
But then there is one that Lee and AJ came on and it there's like one more view than yours.
Maybe people just want to watch girls on your stuff.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, my YouTube history is just me watching movie trailers because whenever I host trivia, if there's a movie quote for a movie I haven't seen, I sort of like want to know the backstory of the movie. So if people ask me questions, I want to know. So like for instance, True Lies, the trailer of True Lies was like the last thing I watched because I've never seen that movie. And I was like, Jamie Lee Curtis and Arnold Schwarzenegger as love interests. Like, not that they're really like a romantic story, but
actually kind of, it worked. I mean, because James Cameron is like the Midas touch of any movie. I would watch True Lies because that's like,
it looks great.
It's like one of those movies that everything's real, and it's one of, you know how like they've mocked it where like you only get one shot of like whatever big thing they're gonna do. They blow up a bridge in Florida, and that bridge still exists. It's still there, but they never fixed it. They just, I think what the plan was that bridge was gonna be like shut down anyways.
Oh, so like just demo it.
But they took missiles and shot up a bridge.
That's
I don't know
wild.
if maybe they added more explosives to it, but
probably
you're seeing actual jets. You're not seeing there's like one scene where the daughter has to jump from a crane
You're spoiling it for me.
onto a jet plane.
Yeah.
and there's like a lot of blue screen there because she's like literally on the top of a skyscraper.
Yeah, before there was CGI where they had to do practical effects.
Yeah, they had it was more now that was more practical then.
Well, yeah, because that was like the 90s or whatever. Let's see what.
But like you're seeing like, you know how the famous Apocalypse Now when they drop napalm.
Yeah,
that's like actual napalm being dropped onto a jungle. That's
What?
not like it's not special effects.
Oh, that's wild. No, that's crazy.
Wait, you didn't like? Well, let's look at it. Let's just like see what.
Can we?
Yeah.
Are you gonna get in trouble?
I will try to
Like, what if I do this in front of the? Does that? What are like? There has to be like pro tips online about how you get around copyright infringement. Like, there has to be.
Well, what I'm gonna do is
like, what if you had a sepia tone on your camera? Like,
yeah,
what does it take?
Well, they said if it's like this is I actually played big trailers. I played.
Yeah.
Like,
What if you just move the screen around this whole time when you're doing it?
Well, I played trailers before, and with the sound on and everything, it was fine.
They don't care.
So we don't.
So as long
you
as
don't
you
need
don't do
the
the
volume.
audio, you're fine.
Yeah, I don't think the audio. It's because we're talking about it, but like this is actually happening. This is not like. This is not a fake. I mean, this is back in the 70s as well, so it's not like it's So there's some messed up images. Sorry, folks.
Right now, I'm just picturing like Hiroshima. Like they're like, okay, we're at Hiroshima right now. We just dropped the bomb.
And R.I.P. Robert Duvall. So yeah, this is like an actual scene where they are actually dropping fire on. Like if you look at it, it's like hard to say that it's fake.
But you're saying it's napalm specifically, or
well, I mean, it could be.
That's the part I'm more captivated by. You're saying that they're actually dropping napalm.
Okay. Let's look.
I was like, what?
Okay, well, let's look it up and see if it was actual napalm dropped on.
I doubt it's actually. It's probably just some kind of like explosive or something.
But they said like, a lot of like the making.
That's what I was more alarmed by. I was like, why would they drop napalm?
I think Francis Coppola had like 2 heart attacks. Yeah, it's an insane movie. That was. I mean, this is probably one of my favorite movies ever made.
Yeah.
It's like when you watch this movie, you kind of feel like a different person after you've watched it all because it's such a journey. And I also recommend watching it like full, like director's cut where like they stop off and find the Playboy bunnies in this like abandoned, like in this camp. And then there's like another scene where they find a French. This scene right here.
Yeah,
That's
but
real.
I mean, but yes, the distinction between saying it's napalm, which is like, what isn't that like a nerve agent and stuff? Like it's versus just.
I thought it was just fire. Am I wrong? I didn't know.
I thought napalm was
love the smell of napalm.
Yeah, why did I think napalm was something that was like more biological warfare? Am I totally wrong?
That's the orange gas thing.
Yeah, I thought it was in that spectrum. I guess maybe I just don't know a lot about that stuff. Okay.
Yeah, well, we're gonna find out
napalm versus Agent Orange.
Yeah, let's look it up.
But this is what I'm wondering. So, like, I have stuff on my YouTube. Like, if I consciously am saying, "Hello, I would like to play this," do you get copyright infringement from playing it? As me, as the creator, sitting here saying, "I want to play it."
Right? Like that's been always my point is. So you say they like, oh, if you get permission, but okay. So you're gonna stop it from being made just based off your algorithms because you see that I played the Olympics. What if the Olympics said, oh yeah, you're allowed, but okay, so what happens now?
I know, but like, do we test it? Should we play something that's on my YouTube and see, because I'm not going to challenge it. Yeah. If it gets taken down. Like, I'm sort of curious a little bit.
I'm curious too, but I don't want to go through the whole copyright thing again. It's such a pain.
What do they do? Because they're challenging your account at that point, or
they say like they just wouldn't air it. That's what happened.
That's what I'm saying is like, if that's worst case scenario, that's what I'm curious about. Like I don't know if that's the worst thing that can happen. I'd be curious if I'm the creator and you're playing the thing. Yeah. And then like you're sitting here and you say, I give you permission to watch it. But like what happens now? Like where does YouTube go in and go, okay, because I'm telling you, I got a killer like 1 minute and 30-second video of my sister throwing a tantrum on a bike when she gets it for Christmas. And I'm telling you, it's peak cinema. Well, I think that would be fine. Is there music? I think the music is the only thing. It's just her screaming at my dad at a camera. Let's put that on. Is the napalm
real.
Let me see. Maybe I can text it. Well, what's best? Can I text it to you?
I can find it on YouTube. Is it hard to find?
I think if you look up Barrett get out of the spa, it comes up.
Okay, so
Let me see if I can find it.
here's what ChatGPT as well. Like you look that up. ChatGPT says, short answer, no, they did not use real napalm for the famous helicopter assault scene. The explosions were created using gasoline and diesel fuel mixtures, preset explosive charges, pyrotechnic squibs, large controlled fire effects supervised by professionals.
Yeah, because I think they're probably trying to illustrate like maximum.
But those are like, it's a real shot though. It's not like
For sure.
a fake
Yeah,
fire
yeah.
that was put on like after in post.
No, I don't like because they couldn't do those things. They didn't have CGI back then. Okay, I'm gonna text you the thing and see if you can locate it based on that. If you want to look up my YouTube account, that's just full of like, I don't know. It's just full of swill. I don't have good things on this account.
I can get this easily via text here.
Yeah. So this is a video of my sister getting a bike in maybe like 1986.
And you have that saved, huh?
Yeah, but it's garbage. Like if you look at this is me taking a digital camera, filming my television.
I don't think they're going to have any problem with...
That's what I'm saying. Like this is a perfect... It is the best. It is like the best thing ever. This is like something that comes up at Christmas every year. It's like this. It's this running joke within my family and like my friend circles and stuff about this video.
Wait, hold on.
But my sister is this person today, as she was in 1986.
Where is the share on this? This is like so. Copy link. Message. Myself.
But yeah, so basically the setup of this is like my sister gets a bike when in 1986 for Christmas and she's playing with it in the backyard. It's a 10-minute video. This is only like the meat and potatoes of it. My dad's filming her on the bike and she's like building trust with the bike and meanwhile, I'm in the background just fucking shit up. Like I'm putting toys in her way coincidentally. Like I'm just like being the younger kid and she's having a fucking meltdown.
I love this.
Because my dad was assisting her, but then he says like, know what? You need to be autonomous. You need to push yourself. You need to overcome this hurdle. And she's like, fuck no.
All right, here we go. Let's do full screen.
Push down your left leg.
And that's me in the background in that little jumpsuit.
Get this tantrum on for posterity.
She's like 4.
Oh, man.
And then what?
Like, I don't know if... Oh, yeah, she's not. I thought maybe she was like joke. Oh, no, she's now starting to get pissed.
It's like, you never do anything
how old
for
is
me.
she? Is she like,
She's
4? 4 and you're like, what, 2 or
I'm
something?
2, yeah. I think it's 86.
That is hilarious. Yeah, we didn't have a camera.
Wait.
I'm going to smack you in the face on Christmas.
Yeah. Okay, the best part is...
Get out of the spa.
Yeah, the video is pretty hilarious overall, but it's like a little...
Oh, there's more?
Yeah, no, there's 10 minutes you can watch of this. You can watch the whole begin. She's like, I love my bike.
Is this after that?
No, this is the beginning of the entire excursion. It's, yeah, again, it's a little long-winded, but
Is your
it's
sister
pretty
really mad
funny.
that you put this on and she'd
No,
be
she
like,
didn't give a shit.
Barrett, I'm going to smack you in the face.
She's listened to this podcast.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, look how shitty those
Oh
training
my,
wheels
I
are.
remember I had shitty training wheels like that as well.
What's the matter? What's the matter?
Oh my God.
But she's still this person.
She's still this person.
She's still this person.
Shout
and she
out
knows
to
it.
Barrett's. What's your sister?
Gretel.
Gretel.
Gretel, yeah, like Hansel and Gretel.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your parents definitely had unique names for you.
Yeah.
Barrett's a cool name too.
Yeah. My mom was like really interested in like European Bavarian culture. So yeah, my name's Scandinavian, her name's German, but
That's hilarious.
yeah. No,
Yeah, I remember when I was doing learning biking. It was so frustrating because in those training wheels, just they needed to be like, they were so thin, which was such a problem.
No, I distinctly remember when I was a kid, because that was in Manhattan Beach. I was born in Torrance, lived in Manhattan Beach, and I remember that was our backyard kind of situation. And I remember learning how to ride a bike, and distinctly remember getting on that. It was a unicorn bike when I was probably too young to do it. And like the only thing you can do when you like learn how to ride a bike is just like fucking do it. And I remember like getting on it and then just like falling in the grass into a neighbor's yard on the street. Because it's like, what else do? You just fall down. But yeah, no, my sister, like my mom and my dad always make this joke in the 90s, or I guess the 80s, that her nickname was Gaddafi. Like it was like what, like a dictator or something.
Yeah,
like, but she's still this person. Like, it's funny. She knows this about herself. She's like very self-aware and very comfortable with it. Okay. But that is her personality. She goes from like 0 to 10 automatically. Yeah. It's so hilarious. And she's just comfortable with it. But
is she married?
Nah.
No.
No, but she's like killing it. Like when it comes to like, she's literally doing remarkable things in her job, and she's happy with it. And
That's good.
She runs like Ironmans and stuff like that.
Oh,
She's
nice.
She's stoked on. Oh, her new thing is, so she's in her 40s, and she's for her 30th birthday, she was gonna do the Disney World marathon, but she got like she kind of got set back with like a injury and didn't do it, and she kind of doesn't give a shit about Disney. She decided for like her next birthday, she wants to do what's called a dopey. And it's where you don't just do one race, you do all of them for an entire weekend at Disney. So at Disney World, she's going to do a 5K, next day a 10K.
Oh, wow.
Next day a half, and then a full 4 days back to back.
Wow.
And you get what's called a dopey medal for doing that. It's like something you enroll in specifically. And she's like, Barry, you're going to push me around in a wheelchair after that. I was like, no, fuck you. You're going to walk. Because I went to Disney World maybe like in 2018 or 2019. I was at Epcot. I was like drinking around the world, but I wasn't drunk. I wasn't doing anything. I was just walking. And my foot started bothering me. And by the end of it, I was limping and stuff.
Oh, God.
I ended up like spraining my ankle, but because I was at the beginning of my trip, I still had like 4 more days. I sprained my whole foot because I fucking walked on it the rest of the trip. So
So you fell? What did you do to
No,
it?
I didn't. I was literally just existing. I think the problem was I'm getting too old. I wasn't wearing supportive footwear because I've like gone to Disneyland wearing Old Navy, like those shitty rubber sandals with no support. Just like whatever.
You got to put on some Hokas.
Well, like wearing like walking 40,000 steps, like whatever, I'm going to be fine. I've done that a dozen times. This one trip, I was like just being normal. And all of a sudden I was like, something's kind of hurting, but I was like, whatever, I'm just going to keep doing my normal thing. That night I was like, okay, whatever, my feet are kind of swollen. I'll just put like ice on them. And I was like, I'm getting older. And then I was like, oh my God, I'm like legitimately limping. And it's like, do I like get a wheelchair? And it's like, nah. So I bought like $50 these ugly ass fucking shoes, picked up like a wrap in like First Aid or whatever, and just powered through. And I had like a plastic bag. I would get ice from like the outdoor vending carts and just like ice every 10 minutes. But I was just like limping my way through because I was like, fuck this. I don't want to spend more money.
Yeah.
So I was like telling my sister, I was like, if you're going to run 4 fucking marathons or whatever, I'm not going to help you. If you choose to do that, you're going to do it. I'm going to be there to support you.
You shouldn't be.
I'm not going to push you in a wheelchair. You can pay $65 for a fucking rascal every day if you want to do that.
Is she gonna is she paying for this? Mm-hmm. So she's not even gonna really get to enjoy Disneyland for as the races get long or the.
I think her logic is that she's going to do that and then followed by doing Disney stuff after.
Yeah, but like, don't you have to do the race or these races? Is it a race or just like you're just doing it for how long you can go?
It's 4 days back to back, but you do it at like the crack of dawn. Like you're probably waking up at like 3 or 4 in the morning to do something in the twilight, and then it finishes before the park opens or close to when the park.
I would definitely get a rascal after even the half.
But her thing is she wants to get a manual wheelchair, and then she wants me to fucking push her around, and I'm like, no, you're doing great in your career. You can afford because it's like $10 for a wheelchair push like manual.
Yeah. Versus
I think it's like $65 a day for like the rascal or whatever. So it's like, you can fucking afford a rascal.
Get a rascal.
That's what you want. Live your bliss.
You're late. You're not going to be wanting to walk around after the marathon.
But that's my parallel. It's like, if I can walk for 4 days on a sprained foot, you're consciously choosing to run all these fucking races. Like, you can pay top dollar for your stupid thing if you don't want to like walk it out or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, she's signing up for it. It's not like you have to pay the repercussions for it, you know, or whatever it's called.
But that's the power struggle her and I have, is like she always we both want to be in control and she tries to give me ultimatums. I'm like, I don't give a shit. And then she realizes she's not holding on to anything, and I consistently just be like, I don't give a shit. And then she's like, oh.
So Epcot's nice?
Epcot's great.
Yeah. I heard that they did a thing where they got rid of all the mosquitoes in a swamp for Disneyland.
I don't know about that.
There's
so much water there. I don't know how
did you ever have to deal with mosquitoes?
Yeah, there was this one trip I went on where because like Zika was like in vogue, or not in vogue, but in vogue's a weird word. It's not like it wasn't like it was in vogue. It was more present and more people were talking about it. They would have like stations where like tables that were set up where you could be like, get free bug spray or whatever. Mm-hmm. But it's built on a swamp, so
yeah. But I heard is they eradicated the mosquitoes from there.
I don't know if you could really legitimately do that.
I mean,
look it up, but I mean, it's still a moist state. You know, like I feel like humidity alone. Like you go to a place where it rains overnight and you get mosquitoes. Like I don't know how you could really eradicate something overall. But maybe they have natural predators, like a bird or something that eats the mosquitoes or something. But I don't think you could truly get rid of it.
Okay, so I guess they didn't. I remember like watching a video that explained that it did, but it didn't. It got rid of, but it did maintain an extremely effective mosquito control program that makes them very rarely seen or noticed inside the parks. Here's why it works. Extensive mosquito prevention and monitoring. Disney runs a property-wide program designed to keep no standing water. There's no standing water since mosquitoes need stagnant water to breed.
Yeah, but it's in a wet climate.
I saw that they were doing a lot of like drainage. They were doing a lot of canals that kind of like funneled water, you know, and yeah, obviously it's always moving.
I just heard a statistic on NPR this week, actually, that they were saying, because right now, apparently in California, mosquitoes are on the rise. They were telling people that if you were to take a bottle cap, fill it with water and leave it, 100 mosquitoes could spawn from that water in that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, come on. Like I'm sure they're doing things that prevent it, you know, but like you can't in a moist climate like that with all the amount, like literally built on a swamp. There's no way like you're not getting mosquito bites or whatever.
It's
but
Disneyland though, they're so powerful.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. They have like a lot going on. I'm sure they have natural predators and all these kinds of things that are probably helping prevent it, but I don't know. I think it's...
That's one of the lists is they have natural predators or something like that.
Yeah, I'm sure like they probably... they have a lot of nature outreach stuff there. Like for instance, because I'm a fucking bird nerd, they have what's called a purple marlin. It's a type of bird. They actually set up nests at Epcot and they're like kind of like swallows. They come annually and they like nest there and they put up these like weird nest things so that they'll intentionally come back every year to nest in the same place, and they tag them and they like log them and stuff. And so maybe like shit like that is preventing mosquitoes.
You're such a bird nerd. Tell me why there's these birds chirping at 2:30 in the morning every night.
Okay. I don't know which bird it is, but my guess is it's called a killdeer.
The killdeer is doing this?
There's a bird that is outside of my house in the middle of the night. It goes
really?
Sounds like that. Yeah.
Huh.
And they're called a killdeer, but I don't know.
Well, I thought you saw killdeer. I remember seeing killdeer on like the beach shores.
But they're in my neighborhood.
Yeah, they're like it's peculiar. Like it's like not so annoying, but because like but it is because you're like, why you're tricking me to think that like, oh, daylight's starting to break.
Yeah.
Because I usually get up around daylight.
Yeah, you got to tell me what the bird sound sounds like.
You
have an audio clip?
I bet you all I would have to do is get ChatGPT to identify it and then see what's a bird.
I can find a killdeer clip and you can tell me if it sounds like it. But yeah, I always think it's wild because I live on a canyon. I'm like, why are there killdeer around here? But for some reason, they really just start to take off at night in my neighborhood, and I don't know why.
And literally, I'm looking at the time. It's like 2:30. Birds chirping in the middle of the night, particularly in spring. We're getting close to spring, usually caused by mating behavior, territorial defense, light pollution, confusing them. I don't know about that.
Do you want me to play a killdeer's call and see if
Yeah, put it on the mic there. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah. Sometimes I'm like turning up my head fan. I'm like, is it just my head fan like making some squeaky noise? No, it's the birds.
Yeah, I hear that in the middle of the night at my house.
That's one of them, but like there's another one that has like this like I can't even do it, but like,
is it not an owl or something?
No, it's not. No, it's definitely like a bird. It's not like I know what pigeons sound like. They're the worst.
Is it like in Twilight? Is it possibly like a daybird or something? Like it could be just the morning doves. They're fucking loud as fuck.
Yeah, but no, I checked the time. It's like 2:30 in the morning.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's misleading. It is kind of waking me up because I'm like thinking, oh, is it time? It's like warning me.
Well, if you were to get the birding app that I have, you could identify it by sound.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, you could do that and you would know firsthand. But you're choosing not to. I'm the fucking weirdo who sometimes if I hear something new in the middle of the night, I will straight up turn on my app.
I probably will do it, but like what I don't like to do is turn on my phone. Like some of the rules that I have is like try to avoid peeing much because that wakes me up, and then also looking at the screen is bad, especially if all the lights off and you're looking at your screen.
Yeah.
But so I try to do this. I try to go like side look.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is like to record audio on this basically they just like all you have to do is like turn the thing on and then just push the button to
that's cool.
to listen.
What's the name of the app?
It's called Merlin. So like, but it's pretty much like this where it's like it's listening for birds around the area. So it's actually it's not stupid. It will like straight up like there'll be squirrels making noises and I won't know it's a squirrel or something. And it won't pick it up. It'll only know if it's a bird. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. But that's a way you could figure it out.
So yeah, here's like birds chirping for 24 hours on YouTube. Yeah, I want to hear that.
But that's just like, what is that, like an ambient thing you could put on?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't need that. Like,
yeah.
We're talking about white noise with my fan. That's like the birds are definitely throwing off my sleep with those.
Yeah. The birds sometimes will wake me up at like 4 a.m. for sure. But the overnight, like, I mean, I'll get woken up by like great horned owls sometimes in the middle of the night, but I don't know.
What do they sound? Are they like?
Yeah, they're like,
they're
the classic owl sound.
Yeah, but they're like the most quiet owls.
Yeah,
they're the quietest birds.
But I'm okay with it because I'm like, you're going to eat something in my yard I don't want there. So I'm okay with it. Also, can I just say, last time we talked a little bit about like there being like rats present in my area, a fucking raccoon took the biggest dump in my yard this week. And I just discovered it yesterday and I was like, what the fuck is this?
And how do you know it was a raccoon that
because
pooped?
like I was Googling poop last night, trying to figure out what the fuck hopped over my like wall and took a shit on my patio furniture. That looked like, it didn't look like small. It was big.
Okay.
And so I was Googling like what kind of poop can, like, I was like, what does coyote poop look like?
Yeah.
All these like, things that are like in our area. And then I started looking back at, I have like a cam on my backyard and I was like, okay, what the fuck came through here last week? And I looked and cause I was like, how long was it there? Cause I was like oblivious. I wasn't on my patio last week. I was very busy. It had been there since last Sunday. Like, so I found it yesterday.
Okay.
And it had been there for a week. And I looked at all the cam footage, and there was a fucking raccoon just like walking by. Cause when I was like, it's either coyote or raccoon was what I had determined. And I was like, I don't think a coyote had scaled my little wall or whatever. But yeah, I looked it up, and there was a fucking raccoon on like Monday night walking around.
Did you save it?
Yeah, I have it. It's not quality. It's not taking a shit on the cam footage.
Oh, you don't see it taking a shit?
No, it's just that like it was present in the same time. So I was like, oh, that's
You
the
don't think
asshole.
it could have been a cat out?
No, it's big, but it's like, it's not good footage. It's just like,
Oh yeah, I've seen this. Then if you rotate it.
oh, you want to show the audience? I don't auto rotate, but
Okay.
I don't know. So that asshole dropped a big deuce on my patio that I had to clean up this weekend.
Oh, so you're speaking of rats. You consider raccoon in the rat realm? Like
It's just
okay.
It took a big shit on my patio furniture that I had to deal with.
I would hate that.
Because I was just like, what happened here? Like, how long has this been here? And it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. You want to hear something kind of interesting? It's kind of like in this topic. So I've been speculating. There's peanuts I've been here for more than 5 years since February, and there's peanut shells that show up randomly,
Okay.
like around the community. I've always speculated there's no way that peanuts are just randomly showing up, like some birds are just bringing them over here.
Yeah.
I'm going to. I've been coaching Little League, and it's like 7:15 in the morning, and I'm walking in my garage, and this lady, short lady with big bags, throws out peanuts.
Oh my God. Just so like crows can pick them up in your parking lot.
And I'm like, I stared at her. I'm like, and she like looked at me staring at her, but kept walking. And I know what garage she uses. So I'm like, if I ever like need to like address this, because she just throws them out. And as soon as those come out, a crow's there quickly to get one.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, and then as I'm leaving, she puts a big ass pile outside the entrance to my community. So like, what is her reasoning?
Maybe she's trying to do you know how like crows, people say that crows like will bring you presents. Have you ever heard about this?
Maybe I've heard that once,
I've
but
never
maybe
tried to do
elaborate
this
more
in
on
practice. No, they just say that like crows.
Well, they're really smart.
I don't really know how you accomplish this, but they say that if you like leave them tokens, they'll bring you back tokens of some kind. I don't know what that looks like in reality, but I guess they're very clever in that way. But yeah, you'll see all over social media where people will like leave a thing and then they bring back like a coin or a paperclip or something strange to be like, thank you, here's my appreciation for what you did.
Yeah, but they'll bring like twigs or something like that.
Yeah, like weird stuff. But I don't know why you'd want to be like, let me attract more crows. Like,
or just any vermin, like you're bringing
specifically peanuts. I feel like that's just really like inviting everything.
Yeah, and then they're shitting everywhere. Like pigeons are going around. Like pigeons are so annoying. I honestly haven't heard much from them, but like, I just would like to know, why are you doing this?
Yeah, why a parking lot? Why in a like a sprawling area or something? Why not do it in one specific spot? Like, why would you care?
Oh, it was definitely like her, and it was definitely on purpose because there was a pile of them outside her.
Was she like that gal in Home Alone 2 in Central Park?
That's exactly. Oh, I was gonna get to that. She's definitely like one of those crazy bird ladies.
Or I think about you remember Mary Poppins? There's like literally a whole song about like feeding the birds.
Yeah, I mean, can't imagine myself ever being that guy that wants to go to a park and like drops off little bits of food to feed the birds.
I probably would, but I wouldn't want to do it in a parking lot where it's leaving debris and it's only attracting sad things.
Well, if there's if it's crows or pigeons, I'd rather go to a park that's filled with like robins or blue birds or something like that.
Well, and also like, I just don't think I'd want to do it in that circumstance because you don't get to really, I don't know, don't get to see the full effects. Like, whereas in my yard, it was like, because I do feed birds and stuff, I've sort of gotten to watch how it evolved over time. It was like, you put out this works for this doesn't work for this. And then you do this and this happens. So but having it just be like not in a place that you have visible all the time. Where you're just
Yeah.
like, I'm just doing it randomly.
Yeah.
Like what?
She's not going to sit there and watch them eat the peanuts.
Yeah,
She's
it's-
doing that for a reason of effect.
Yeah. I don't know. There has. You should ask her. Did you have you asked
No,
her?
because I feel like she's
Ask her.
going to yell out something
But she's your
vulgar.
neighbor. She's like, she's a right. Like,
I should just be like, can you maybe elaborate why you're doing this?
like how old of a gal is she?
She's probably in her 60s to 70s.
Oh, I mean, yeah, maybe she's just.
I can't even remember what like race or what culture she was from. But she was short and older.
Maybe it's like maybe it's a superstitious thing or something. Maybe she thinks it brings good luck or.
I don't know. That sounds like in the
Honestly,
like,
it's a weird thing. You should bring her on your podcast.
bring her on my.
Oh my gosh, just do 2 full hours
My
with
friend,
her. Find out.
My friend has said, "Hey, let's just meet someone at the gas station. Come, have them come. Yeah, come to my house. Yeah, that's a good idea. I don't even know who I'm inviting in. They just scout my place and then tell the next bigger human with weapons or just size come and
Do it.
rob or rape me.
No, find out. Like, find out what's about. What's up with this woman.
I know. If I don't really. I would have to see her with her big like grocery bags. Like the ones, the disposal, not the you keep the reusable ones. I would have to like be like, I gotta go nice and be like, may I ask why you're doing that? But like, she probably won't answer and keep walking and.
Oh, okay.
then-
Well, that's a vibe, but
That's
yeah.
what my feeling is.
But like maybe you can be the guy with like a little thing with a little microphone, you know?
I know, I will go
Be
like
hello,
secretly,
okay, what's the story behind the peanuts?
Yeah.
You know, it could be the beginning to an episode where you're like, you know, you ever seen like Billy on the Street? Have you ever heard of this?
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, you could just be Jeff on the street.
I know.
Jeff in the complex.
I've never wanted to be one of those guys. Like I never have wanted. I sometimes I do find it funny when they'll get me, but I don't really like always like that kind of humor where you go out in the streets and just bother people.
Yeah, because you don't know how it's registering with people and it's not pre-organized. But yeah, I just think it would be funny specifically to figure out what your neighbors are up
Yeah,
to.
that Billy on the Street though, he's hilarious.
Yeah, he's
Name a person.
Yeah, he's pretty intense.
Name a gay guy or something like
There's
that.
been people who've tried to copy it, and I'm like, you're not doing it right.
Yeah,
like, it's not. It
And
was
also it's
good
like
one
you're-
time.
Yeah, you're not the OG of it.
Yeah.
There's this one guy, I think his name's like Infrabren, and he'll go up to like random creepy dudes in IKEA or like Target, and he'll out creep them, and then
I
he'll
love that.
What?
Just like out trolling somebody.
Drew hates it. He hates this guy so much. But it's like it's like funny. He'll like, hey, do you want a drink of like this? And he makes up these random drinks and puts a label on it. So you want like this portapis or whatever it's called, like these weird, nasty sounding drinks. Do you want a slug of this or something? And like, you remember that one time and blah, blah, blah. I bet you like to get in this, you know, like he's like really creepy.
Oh, weird. Yeah.
So like there's like levels of it, but then there's like these guys that go on the street and fart really loud and then they make it look like they just shit their pants.
I don't really mind the people who are going on the street talking to people, but it's very different. I like the there's the guy who talks to, they're predominantly public figures on the street, and he plays songs for them and has them try to guess what songs they are. Like, is it called Trackstar, I want to say? Have you ever heard of this guy? But he'll talk to public figures, he'll interview them, and then he'll play songs that are to their like niche a little bit, and then have them guess them. And sometimes he's pretty accommodating, where he'll either play like really mainstream stuff if they're kind of like a simple person, but if they're pretty like well, like, you know, schooled in music or whatever, he'll usually give them some deep cuts or whatever. But I always think it's kind of fascinating because I think it's called Trackstar. But he'll interview them while he's doing this, and then they'll talk a little bit like what memories that recalls for them with that music and stuff. And but it's very much like, it's like Billy on the Street, where they're like on the street, but it's very much like, hello, Maya Rudolph.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's not like, it feels very organized, even though he's making it seem like they just showed up on the street next to each other.
Yeah.
But
There's
I don't
this
know.
one kid that did he do haircuts on the street.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, he's like some good looking kid, tattooed, and then he'll like talk to them and interview them while doing it.
Interesting. But more like that's also organized, but he's choosing to do it in a
I
pretty
think he's
backdrop.
doing. Well, I mean, obviously he's probably asking a lot of people, and then finally someone says yes.
You think it's like literally he's just like it's strangers. He's
Yeah.
doing, okay.
Yeah, there's
that's
like
kind of fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. I mean, trying to think.
Do they
of
get
it.
to pick their own haircut though? Or is he like,
I think
today we're
maybe
doing
they
the
ask like,
mohawk?
"What do you want? Like a fade or something like that?
Oh.
Let me sharpen you up." Or like he'll probably see someone that would look like they would want a barber's
see.
cut.
Okay.
And he does. His name was like Vic something. But he's also like trying to be inspirational at the same time. So he'll like, you know, will be like, "That's cool. That's like if that's something you want to do. Like I really hope that you pursue those dreams and blah blah blah." Like I can't even talk inspirational. I can't do it. I sound like such full shit. But yeah, it's you know, there's stuff like that happens. It's nice. I'm trying to think of ones that are other. Did you ever see that video where this girl goes, "What's your name?" And then the guy goes on this like 2-minute rant, and then like rips off his shirt.
What is that, Shia LaBeouf?
No, it's kind of. I mean, he is kind of like Shia LaBeouf, but like this, she's like a cute girl. All she says is, "What's your name?" This guy goes on 2 minutes.
Circling back, I want to find this. I have a picture of me and Shia LaBeouf when I was in 8th grade.
Oh, we gotta
Do you want me
see
to
this.
find? Okay, I'll find it. Let me see if I can find it. It's great. This is Even Stevens, Shia LaBeouf, and it's my claim to fame now. Especially, he's like such a fucking garbage human. It's so weird to me.
It's like, "What's your name?" interview. I think it's. This guy is. Oh, here it is. You tell me you've seen this guy, this video.
No, I've never seen this.
Oh
guy.
my god, I don't even know if they'll let me play it. It's like it was played from 13 years ago with 5 million views. But like this guy
No,
just
don't chance it.
he just starts going off.
He looks fun.
Oh, he seems kind of normal, but then he like by the end of it, like literally rips open his shirt and he
Good for
starts
him.
saying the most random.
And you don't think it's like slightly staged?
No, this one I think was actually real. I think this guy was just
You never
out
know
of
how
his,
capable people are with like their
No, I don't.
acting antics.
I mean, I guess that could be her dad.
I mean, I could see that.
No, I don't think it was real though. Or I do think it was real. I do think it was real. Sorry. I mean, I do think it was real.
Okay, I'm not trying to scroll through my phone. I'm just trying to find this picture. It's pretty fucking funny. It's like I mean, it's not my claim to fame, but I always think it's hilarious that so basically when I was in 8th grade, I went to Irvine Meadows, for what was called, I think it was like premieres in the park or something. So it was like a Disney Channel original movie, preview that happened at Irvine Meadows. And I went because I was a preteen and there were a bunch of people from like Disney Channel original shows and like some of the, I don't know, tertiary pop bands were, I think like BB Mac was there, like all these like shit that you'd never know. But I was just like, why not? It's free. I'm going to go. Shia LaBeouf was there. Everyone from Even Stevens were there and a bunch of other people from other shows. I brought my camcorder. So I actually have footage of filming Shia LaBeouf and I'm talking down to him because I'm a shitty person who, when I meet famous people, I don't usually like talk. Because I'm probably seeing them as superior. So I try to just I'm shitty to them. If I don't idolize them, I talk down to them because I'm an asshole. And I thought one of the other people in the show, Even Stevens, was attractive. So I was talking down to Shia LaBeouf because I was trying to use him as leverage to talk to this other guy who I thought was attractive in the show, who's probably a nobody now. But I got a picture with Shia LaBeouf. I have video on like one of those camcorders that exist, like the small tapes in my garage. I have a video of me talking down to Shia LaBeouf.
How do you still have the camera to play it?
No, but I have an adapter video cassette for it. It's not that remarkable though. It's pretty much like I'm trying to get him to say something and I'm trying to ask him questions because I'm trying to talk to the other guy.
So you're kind of like the worst, like the people that go up to them and just hassle them basically, right?
Yeah, but it was in a circumstance where they're like giving out free autographs and stuff.
This like, okay, what time or when you said when he was doing what at the time?
Even Stevens, which
Stevens?
which was the Disney Channel television show he did back. Yeah, I'm guessing this is like 1999 ish.
So he's barely anything at that time.
Yeah, so this is before he became a piece of shit adult. But it's always this funny thing where I have this picture. Oh, here it is. Okay, found it. Yeah, this is me. Should I text it to you?
Yeah, text that to me. That's
This is me and Shia LaBeouf. I think it's 1998 or 1999. And I always just think it's so funny because I'm like, how did this become the guy that I have a random picture with?
how do you become like the Transformers
He's
guy?
like the Kanye West of actors, you know? Like
I was literally thinking when he's talking, he's got the marble loose just the same as
in the
Kanye
same
West.
way. Yeah, especially with these most recent conversations he's having, like that interview he just did is insane. But I'm just like, it's kind of comedic gold that I took a picture with him, and it's like the worst picture ever. But I feel like I look like the same person, but I'm like the most 90s hairstyle. I have like one of those headbands, I don't even know what those things are called. Those headbands where it was like a piece of plastic you put in your hair and it like made your hair triangular. I don't know. You can put it up on whatever, but
I'm getting onto my laptop here.
But I always think it's the funniest thing that I have. I'm like, why did I take a picture with him, and how did he become? It's like,
There he is.
but like, do you remember? You wouldn't remember those hairstyles, but it was like a zigzaggy thing that you put in your hair, and everyone wore them in the 90s.
I think I kind of remember that. Yeah.
I don't know, but it was like,
How old do you think he is there?
he had to have been younger than me. Because I don't think, I don't know how old he is, but I don't think he's, I was born in 84. So let's see, Shia LaBeouf.
And what year is this?
This is probably like 98, 99.
Okay.
He was born in 86. So yeah, he's
He's
probably
like right around our age. Yeah.
Yeah. So a little bit younger than me, but yeah, he looks like a fucking child.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he looks
So,
like
so the guy I'm talking about, this guy.
That's the guy you're after?
Yeah. That age when I'm like a thirsty, think I'm like an attractive young person or whatever.
Apparently, though, he was telling a story about like how he wanted to get an autograph from Mike Piazza. Mike Piazza would deny him every time because he's like a big he claims to be a big Angelino, like Dodgers fan.
I think
everything.
he's originally from San Juan Capistrano.
Oh, really?
From what I've heard, I think he's originally from San Juan Capistrano,
Yeah,
but like then they turned that into LA.
Yeah, his dad fucked him up apparently.
Supposedly.
I mean, did you watch that movie Honey Boy?
I did. I liked that movie.
I thought it was good. I mean, that guy he's put out a lot of good movies. I mean, but yeah, what was I going to get at? I forget what I was going to point out. I wonder how old he was, and like maybe he was even stoned at this time, like maybe he just was smoking weed or something.
I mean, it's also, it's you never know if it's just the child actor problem.
Oh, it is totally that.
Because it's like 50-50. I mean, I think about like someone like Amanda Bynes or like.
Amanda Bynes is.
Yeah. Like you don't know
I don't even know which
they're
one's
gonna...
worse. She looks.
No,
she
Amanda
looks
Bynes worse. Because I think she's like, Shia LaBeouf, I feel like is a little bit more in control of his chaos.
Yeah.
I feel like Amanda Bynes is chemically not in control
Oh my
of her
God. And
chaos.
she used to be so cute too. And now she just looks like an insane human.
But something clearly clicked for her and she can't get control of it. I feel like Shia LaBeouf, maybe it is chemical, but like, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard. Mental illness is like a hard thing to really put into one box, to say like everyone's experiencing the same thing and all you have to do is be in control of the thing, I think it's I don't know, it's like pain. It's like one person can feel extreme pain from something very small and one person can feel a lot. So I don't want to speak for other people and what their experience is, but I think some of it can be environmental. Some of it can be you're predisposed to it.
Yeah.
So
it's just a combo of things.
it's hard to say, but I feel like some of it you can control, some of it you probably can't. And I can only speak from my own experience and how you could really handle it. But it's hard to say to like compare those two specific as people who were child actors trying to deal with a thing. I don't think they're dealing with the same thing. If they are, that's crazy, and that they're both choosing to do different things with it. But I don't know. Because then you see other child actors who are doing okay.
Yeah.
Who never had any issues, but also could have easily had challenges. I don't know. I mean,
you look at, Bieber, he's gone through his shit.
Oh,
Miley
for sure.
Cyrus has gone through her shit.
Yeah. But they're doing
Miley Cyrus is doing fine, I think.
I would say Miley Cyrus didn't have like a tremendous problem. She was more in control of it.
She smoked some weed and then she bent over in front of what's his name on stage.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't.
Like, who cares about that anyways?
I think those were more just like social faux pas, not so much like her fighting her own demons.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same thing with the Olsen twins seemed like they did okay.
Yeah.
Whereas like Lindsay Lohan, I think she had some challenges.
I think she's kind of swinging back, but like, yeah, she definitely.
She's
I heard she's like the devil. Someone told me she's like the devil, like a publicist. I think it was a publicist that I knew, but
I could see that.
she was like just the worst human
But I
alive.
wonder if that's still true now. She seems like somebody who's like a little bit self-aware, who might have like bounced back, kind of maybe similar to how like Miley Cyrus is, where she probably got a little like full of herself and then overdid it and then kind of bounced back when she realized that like the public was like, we're not receiving this well, or
you realize, but I mean, it's like, and also it's at scale. At a massive scale where everything, all lights and cameras are on you at all times. Yeah. So everything is just dissected to, the granular level. So it's just like.
But then there's like, I hear about like Jake Lloyd, who was Anakin Skywalker in the first Star Wars film. He like straight up has schizophrenia.
Does he?
Yeah, like he's like, I believe from what I've understood, is sort of like a bit of a recluse, because like that's something that just switches on in your life. I think when he hit like 20, just like schizophrenia, like game over.
But that schizophrenia could have come in without even the movie.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is it's like something like it's out of your control and it just has a trajectory on your life or whatever. But yeah, and then there's like the Olsen twins who have been literally famous since they were babies and then just chose to be like also recluses because they're like, fuck famousness, and I don't know, but they probably have their own challenges. I don't know. One of them
looks good because like I remember them looking like skinny and frail. One's now an Avenger.
No, that's the younger sister. That's Elizabeth.
But one of them did. That's what I was saying.
No, that's a separate sister.
Oh, really?
So there's Mary Kate and there's Ashley. Those are the two twins. Elizabeth Olsen is their younger sister. She just looks like them. She's the third sibling.
I'm like now years old.
No, it's a different. I
didn't know there was a third one.
She's related. No, she's not a twin. She's just their sibling.
No, but I didn't know she was another sister.
Yeah. She looks like them, but she's not one of the twins. She's not one of the Full House kids.
Oh, so the Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen disappeared.
They're twins, they're just kind of like living their own like private lives. And then, I mean, they're still public figures, but they're doing fashion stuff. And then Elizabeth Olsen's just their sister.
God, I hate when there's like assumed knowledge. I didn't know that was
No, she's a different person who's not part of.
I had no idea. I just thought it was one of the sisters, one of the twin sisters.
No, she's their sister, but she's not one of the two twins.
I didn't even know there was another sister.
Yeah, I don't know if there's more. I don't know if there's more of them.
That's all I have for that.
Yeah, I don't know how many siblings there are, but like there's a lot of those families where you find out that they have like some other underserved kid. Like I always hear about like the Jonas Brothers. They have the fourth brother who's like not in the band or whatever.
Well, that's like the Hemsworth brothers.
They have the short one.
The short one
who was in Westworld.
Yeah, but he's good. He's good looking, and I think he's supposed to do this cool fight movie that looks pretty sick with what's his name from Gladiator? What's his name? Gladiator.
Why am I your target audience?
Why am I blanking? Why am I blanking on this guy? I love this guy.
The original Gladiator. Still, I don't know why I asked a follow-up question. Like I was
Russell Crowe. It's funny, I didn't even see it yet, and then it came to me. Russell Crowe is doing like a fight movie, and I think it's the third shorter brother that's doing that movie. Well, what sucks is I think they're just really tall too. Yeah. I think he's probably the same height as me.
No, he's probably just like, I mean, he seems a little girthy, but yeah, I remember him in Westworld and stuff. But I mean, at the end of the day, how bad is your life? Like your siblings are all famous.
Luke Hemsworth.
You got famous also, Like, you're all Australian. You're living your best life.
Height.
Are they from New Zealand or Australian?
Australia.
They're Australian. Okay. Yeah.
I'm 2 inches taller than him, but yeah, let's just make that
I'm glad
clear.
we can make that distinction.
Let's make that distinction. He's doing like a fight movie. Looks sick. I was going to say something else, but I forget it. Well, I think that's, we're at 2 hours and 2 hours and 7 minutes, 2 hours and 8 minutes.
Let's keep going.
Well, I was trying to think of what I was going to say about the Hemsworth brothers. Russell Crowe does this random thing where he's on TikTok. All he talks about is watches. It's like I don't know. It's
like
just
QVC talking about watches.
no. He just has like these very like high end collectible watches, and
So he's
just
like,
talks
look at
about
my watch. Let me tell you about my my
It's fascinating.
Swiss. I don't know, my Swiss watch.
Yeah, it's fascinating. Well, I like Russell Crowe. He's Russell Crowe watches.
That should be his channel. It should just be called Russell Crowe watches.
Wonder if there's one where it would show it, because like you got to go on TikTok and it's like a very random account. But it's like it's funny because it's just like because he's not a guy that like does any social media really.
Yeah, but he's really into watches.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's not Russell Crowe, is it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Quite some time because I
thought that was like Guillermo del Toro.
have been for a long time. This is my current rotation
I think I'm allowed to show this. If they strike me for this, and after 2 hours of
for
this,
Southern Hemisphere summer. I got this one because I wanted
Wow.
my tennis doubles partner and I at the time to have the psychological edge of wearing matching watches. This is the Amiga
Cute.
Seamaster.
it is. It's like adorable.
He's just
50th
a
anniversary.
what do they call
Just sits on the wrist
a
like this
horologist?
strap.
Isn't that what they call a watch
rediscovered
person?
That sounds about right. I think I heard that word before.
I think that's a person who fixes
appreciate
watches.
this watch.
Horologist,
Speaking of Milanese straps,
even
this
if
one
it sounds
is
bad.
from a micro.
What did you
brand
call
out of
me?
Zurich.
Yeah, I know.
This is probably not the most complimentary angle for this time of the day, but who cares?
Horologist.
I think it's called a horologist.
I'm
Yeah,
not
a
gonna
person
show
who
you my
fixes
entire watch
clocks or
collection.
something.
Professional studies, repairs, and designs timepieces, including watches and.
And have been for
Yeah, it's a
long
terrible
This is my
name, but that's what it's called.
time. Again,
At that
really
angle, why did he
easy to
pick
wear.
that angle?
Feels great on the wrist.
Because
Why
he doesn't.
lower?
It makes it better because he doesn't give a shit.
At a particular
Yeah, he
time
just looks like an
earlier in
old
the year,
dude.
He likes the blue
it's got
face.
A lot of attention. There's just something about the Tiffany blue that really gets to me. And what I love is if you wear this with a suit.
He's
whenever
so
it sort of
proud.
sneaks out
I
from
think that
under the suit
watch is
sleeve, it
so
always
ugly. It's
draws
probably
me.
That
so
watch,
expensive.
yeah, it's probably like
Beautiful watch. I love it.
30 to 50,000.
Like all those colors conflict to me, and it's probably
I think it looks like
incredibly
it would pop
expensive.
though if you have a suit on.
But
is
the
what he's saying.
black, is that a black rubber
was working
band
in
though with
Montreal.
it?
Yeah,
Like,
the rubber,
Saw this in a
the
magazine.
band I'm not really
Montreal
appreciating, but
store there, the Chateau d'Ivory. And
I
asked
want to
them
see
if
what
they
his
could get it
table
for me,
looks like as
and
he's
they
pulling
managed
these
to.
up.
This is
I feel
the
like that looks
Tudor
better.
in
yeah, that
flamingo
one
blue.
pops for sure.
But I want to see his table. It's just like
reach for this
watches
crystal.
All these cool
everywhere.
watches.
Yeah.
It just sits great on the wrist.
like-
He was smart too. Like apparently,
Has a little
he was talking
personality
about
to it.
that he bought like all this
big
land in
combo.
Australia, which he owned. He bought it like
The strap.
in the 90s when he got
Yeah,
that
really easy to
gladiator
wear.
money.
For his
Feels great
like
on the
doomsday
wrist.
prepper
Speaking of
bunker
tennis
like everyone
connections, I
has.
wore this
Well,
one
no, he just got it because he.
earlier in the year.
I don't know. It just was a good idea for him at the time to like just get some land and has like a whole ranch. Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, that's interesting. But yes, I didn't know he was into just showcasing his watches.
And it's like it's not Russell Crowe watches.
Yeah, it was called like what was complex something. I can't remember what it said. I saw it in the corner.
Oh, it did show it.
It showed like whatever they count when it, but I don't know if that was a repost or something like that. But
It's like RJ211 or some weird like random like you would never find it. Like it doesn't even have his initials in it or anything
yeah,
like that.
weird.
I've always wanted. I'm like it's kind of got me to think that maybe I should get a watch because I heard it for like men to be like in good style. Grown men should have a watch.
I think it's generational though. I feel like us as millennials aren't jewelry people. Have you noticed this? Our parents are wearing a lot of jewelry, and Gen Z like rings all the time,
Yeah.
bracelets all the time, and I'm like, why you have so much shit on?
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
Me, I'm like, I have to wear a wedding ring, and then like I wear earrings because when I work, but other than that, I don't. But I just feel like I don't want stuff on my wrists. I don't know. Not into it.
I don't feel like I mean, I have put these like little beads. They're supposed to be like the stones, but they're like, what do they mean? I'm like, no, I just like to have something on my wrist.
You do, okay,
But like just two easy ones where I can just slide on, not like ones you have to tie on.
you wear that every day?
Yeah,
or?
when I go out, yeah.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Because I noticed like a lot of the younger kids, like they'll wear lots where they're like jingling and stuff.
Yeah, I know.
And then they'll always have like a finger ring. And I'm like, what does the finger ring mean? But they're all doing it. It's like, it's a thing. And I'm like, I would have never been like, oh my God, I'm a ring person. I remember when I was like in junior high, I was like, I got a toe ring, you know, or I had a ankle bracelet or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Jewelry is just such a vibe.
I tried to do it, but I'm like, I don't feel like I am a jewelry guy.
Yeah. I really do think the only reason I wear jewelry is because I'm trying to look like I've put an outfit together at work. I rarely wear it if I'm not trying to look put together, and I could care less about putting it on.
I feel like though, if I get a watch, I don't have to wear anything else.
Yeah.
It has distinguished like quality that you're presenting. So I don't know. I was just a decent watch, nothing like too crazy.
Yeah. But even this, like now, you know, people are always wearing like fitness.
I've even thought about one of those,
the fitness rings or the fitness bracelets. I so desperately don't want to be associated with that. I've worn a Fitbit. This is so funny. Okay, on my bra for like since like probably 2012.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it lives there all the time because I so desperately don't want to be like, I want to have the step tracker, but I don't want to be like, oh my God, look, I'm so fitness. Like I don't want to, because it's literally a thing. It comes as a wristband, but I went out of my way and bought the thing so I could clip it onto something that's not showing. And
What is it all tracking?
it's just tracking steps, but I've literally had it forever, and it's literally been like literally clipped to my bra for I don't know for over 10 years.
So no like heartbeat. No.
Fitbits aren't that sophisticated. They're garbage. They're just what is it? I think they track METs, so it's just like
that one device. But I think they've gotten better over.
They have, but I don't have like sophisticated ones. It's pretty much just to make sure I'm like not being a lump every day. You know, I'm not. Like my sister has more sophisticated ones where she's got like it tracks her on GPS and like, oh my gosh, have you seen that stuff on like Instagram where people are doing marathons like in a box, or like there's like a whole trend.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
that's
where they're
insane.
like, yeah, I watched one the other day. I've been just trolling my sister, sending them to her on Instagram at this point, where like a guy, he's like, I'm going to run a 5K while walking on Legos barefoot. Like, or like somebody who's like, I'm standing in my toilet, I'm going to do a 5K. Like,
how would you even Google that or YouTube that?
I don't know. They're coming up in my Reels feed now because I like found one and now I'm messing with my sister's algorithm. So I just get them all the time. But it's like a whole trend.
I'm looking for a marathon in a box or something.
Or there's people who will use like Strava and stuff, and they'll run patterns.
I saw one.
Yeah.
It's like literally the most.
They'll be like,
insane
I'm
thing
gonna
I've ever seen.
I'm gonna run a dick. Like I'm gonna like.
Oh, I've tried doing that. I've tried doing that.
You've tried doing.
Yeah, I tried it. I was like running by on a soccer field, and I tried doing it, but it just wouldn't accurately draw the balls. And
I feel like thinking about you doing that, you would have had to like tape it out first.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how hard is it if you're drawing in big? You just go run in a big circle, and then stop, run the shaft, and then run the dickhead, and then it's not a hard one to draw.
But how did it come out? Was it? Like,
it didn't come out. It was just like kind of like a loop.
The GPS fucked it up, or
yeah. I mean, obviously the GPS is following from a GPS. It's not like accurately going to get me to the exact location that I was at.
Yeah.
I mean, this was years ago that I did try that too. So
yeah, the tech's gotten better. I saw one the other day where they ran the shape of the Millennium Falcon or whatever. Yeah, I don't know, just stuff like that's like hilarious to me. But I don't know.
Have you ever seen people that sleep and get interrupted?
No.
Yeah, there's like people that will like they're like on a live stream, and they like decorate their rooms and they'll try to sleep, but then they'll get like someone will pay $1 and alarms will happen. Pay $5, you have to dance. Pay $10, you got to do this thing and all that.
So like happening while it's like live or whatever. Mm-hmm.
So all they do is just torture this person while they're trying to sleep.
No, but I feel like that person's getting money for doing that though, right?
Well, if they're getting money for it, then yeah.
Yeah, I imagine.
And they're probably trying to act miserable, like, oh, you're waking me up. But like,
is that like on OnlyFans or something? It has to be like an OnlyFans.
I saw it like on a TikTok or something.
I'm sure that's like, there's no way that person's not monetizing that.
Oh, it's definitely from China.
That has to be like some fetish shit.
Oh, I mean, I only saw Chinese accounts do it, but then I think I think the Americans started catching on. This is when I used to check out TikTok more often, but
I know. I have TikTok, but I just don't use it. I don't know what it is. It's not, even though it's better than Instagram is, but I think I don't need more.
yeah,
You know what it is? Like
I need to like. That's why Instagram got rid of Snapchat for me, because I used to use Snapchat all the time.
Yeah.
And
I didn't really like Snapchat ever. I got into it for a while, but I was like, Instagram has stolen all this tech from every
Yeah.
other app and just made it all together. And I'm not trying to be a creep who needs all the things separately.
Yeah, and it gets annoying having to go onto one app after another.
Yeah, it's good if you're trying to live like a double life to have all those apps. But I feel like if you're just a person who wants to communicate with your friends, if it exists in one app, why do you need more?
Yeah,
I guess.
TikTok has the stem. Have you been on the stem?
No.
It's really cool because, if you in China, it's used for kids to learn. It's like they use it for kids to learn. So on TikTok, if you go if you go on the search and you go like it's just there's good old Russell Crowe. So you go to STEM right here. It's science, technology, engineering, and math.
Yeah,
I think.
like what STEM typically means.
So you get to learn stuff. They just teach you stuff.
So it's specifically like a feed chain that's specifically like, I'm going to teach you things.
Yeah, so
But
this
is
one's
it
from like new
misinformation?
scientists, a picture of a volcano. This guy's going to teach you about, I don't know, dinosaurs.
But is it fact checked? Do we think now I want to go on when I get home and look and be like, is this actually accurate information?
I mean, some of it looks like they're just teaching you. I don't see the point of like, why fake that?
But what if it's not fact checked and they're like, did you know that glue comes from asteroids? Or like,
I mean, you would like, obviously if you like, they have like the little blue check. So that means that maybe they're legitimate.
Okay.
But yeah, if you want to like go further and just to
I'm curious.
make sure, but sometimes like some of the facts like add up to why they would be correct. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm curious. I'll have to look at it.
STEM is good for like, rather than just doom scrolling on like random stuff, you can like learn.
I would prefer that. Yeah. I
So-
know. I was really proud of myself. So this weekend, I do a reoccurring game night with some friends, and we played a trivia game this weekend that I hadn't played in forever. And there was a question that I answered because I had just seen the movie Blue Moon, and the movie answered the question for me. Like it gave me the trivia, and I was like, oh my God. Like I love when you learn a thing because of something you're already watching, and you're like, that just became something I can recall for practical knowledge in my future. Of
course.
I was like, oh my God, I know Rodgers and Hammerstein's first movie or first big hit was Oklahoma because I just watched Blue Moon. Like that was basically the question. I was like fucking proud of myself.
And what's Blue Moon about? It's
Blue Moon, it's a Richard Linklater film that's Oscar nominated right now.
Of course, Ethan Hawke's in it.
Ethan Hawke. Yeah. I don't think it's
Rotten Tomatoes got 90%.
Yeah, but that's because people are all up Richard Linklater's ass. But I love don't get me wrong, one of my favorite movies is a Richard Linklater film called Before Sunrise. Fantastic movie, also starring Ethan Hawke. They're like, I think they're just besties in real life. But Richard Linklater is really well known for doing like really interesting films. Like he did Boyhood, and he's done
Dazed and Confused.
He's done like really interesting films.
Yeah.
This movie in particular, I don't think is like the most compelling thing I've ever seen. It's pretty much like Ethan Hawke. I feel like very much feeling Ethan Hawke kind of guy, being this underserved person in the Broadway, writer kind of zeitgeist. I don't remember the gentleman's name, but it's basically about a guy who allowed alcoholism to sort of be his prominent part of his life instead of becoming famous like Rodgers and Hammerstein. So he's basically, the film takes place, he goes to see Oklahoma. He walks out. He goes to the bar where the after party is going to happen. He shows up early and he's talking to the bartender about all of all of the things he's done and all the people he knows and kind of trying to resist drinking, but taking little nips of drinks, but just really like narcissistically talking about himself. And then everyone shows up from the premiere of Oklahoma, and Rodgers and Hammerstein are there and stuff. And they're all having this after party in the backdrop of him kind of just like touting about himself. Meanwhile, the story they're basically telling is like this guy was overcome by alcoholism and didn't really get to have the career he did, even though everyone's like, the Rodgers and Hammerstein's characters in the movie are like, I owe everything to my career because of you, and you set me up for this. But they're basically trying to illustrate that this guy let this thing get in his way, I guess. And so it's an interesting story, but it's like very much one of those films where it's just people talking, you know? So like Richard Linklater does that a lot in movies, and I love it in the backdrop of like the before films, the 3 he did with Before Sunrise, Before Sunset, and Before Midnight, because the story resonated more with me. Whereas this, I'm just like, okay, it's just Ethan Hawke ranting as this theater guy who's like in the 1940s or 50s or whatever. It's just, it's fine, but I still feel like it feels like Ethan Hawke with a wig cap on. I don't know. So I don't think it's the best thing I've seen so far this year, but it's an interesting story, but it wasn't the best thing I've seen.
I don't know what movie. Is that a movie that just was released this year?
Yeah, it's literally up for, it's one of the Oscar best pictures.
Okay.
Yeah. But I sort of think that that's like it's because it's him, you know, it's like the people who are in it. It's just not, it just feels like, you know, the type of thing that gets nominated because it's all the right players, but I don't think it's going to win.
Yeah, I haven't heard much about it. They want to really give it to Sinners, it looks like.
I'm sure that's probably like the tone of, because I feel like at this point the Oscars are trying to go for they're trying to guess what they think people want them to do rather than just pick what they want, you know? And so I think Sinners is what they think the world wants them to do rather than just picking the movie they want. I do think that One Battle After Another should be the thing. I think that is overall, it's a story that's being told right now that's relevant. It has all of the right key elements and it's so good, but I still haven't seen a lot of stuff, so I don't know.
I saw One Battle After Another. I saw Sinners and I saw Train Dreams.
Oh, yeah, everyone's talking about Train Dreams, and I feel like it sounds like it's boring, but
it's kind of boring, but it's like, it's really interesting. And it's like, there is kind of like a poignant feel to it where it has like a ending like Forrest Gump. You know how it ends kind of like everything's great, and then at the end it kind of ends kind of sad.
Yeah.
Where he's like kind of alone. It kind of has like that feel towards the end. Sorry to spoil it, but like, Begonia, F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, The Secret Agent.
But a lot of
those
just feel like Hollywood nepotism. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Sinners didn't have an original feel to me. Like it didn't. Like why is it? I mean, my one of my buddies is like claiming it's such a great movie, but I'm like, it didn't like. I'm like, do you remember Dusk Till Dawn? It's like it has the same idea, but I guess it's supposed to be about the culture of what was going on at the time.
Maybe it's like a parallel. I could see it being a little bit more in like, because From Dusk Till Dawn is probably more just like playing off of movie tropes, whereas this one probably has more symbolism, like parallel symbolism that maybe makes it more relevant. I don't know. I haven't seen it, so I need to watch it, but
it didn't blow my socks off. But yeah, One Battle After Another. I watched it again. It's not my favorite Paul Thomas Anderson movie, but it was still a great movie.
I just think it was a captivating movie with enough of the Hollywood actors that makes it accessible to all audiences, and it's telling a relevant enough story that hopefully it still captivates everyone. That I just feel like it checks enough of the boxes to make it everyone a thing that they want to watch.
Spoiler alert, if you're here at 2 hours and 27 minutes. Why did he get absolved of everything at the end? Why did they, like, at the end they're just fine, nothing happens? Like he still did commit those crimes, you know, decades ago. Why is it that he's like back at home, everything's nice and peachy?
But do you think that crime he committed was that problematic
Yeah,
to
but like
merit it?
I guess maybe they had to like remove it because I guess I would like to hear Paul Thomas Anderson's like explanation. Maybe there's a good one, but he did commit those crimes. That he was part of the French 75.
Because is it a real person?
No, but I'm
Okay.
saying in the movie he was part of this terrorist or what do you call that kind of group? Not terrorist group, but like I forget the name. But like they're part of this group, French 75, that does all these bombings at banks and such, and they attack a military compound and.
Well, he cooperated, right?
The movie's more of a chase movie than anything.
Who or was it the girl who cooperated? I can't remember. Didn't he cooperate? No, the mom who
she did. She like escaped. She ran away. Remember?
Yeah, but I'm wondering.
And they were killing off all the other
They put him in
participants of the French
witness
75.
protection, didn't they? I can't remember. Oh God.
No, there was never any witness protection because they went and ran off.
It was just the group that put.
Remember, because he
into,
was the reason why he was all paranoid was because he didn't want to get caught.
Yeah.
And they had a whole protocol in case the situation that did happen does happen.
Oh, okay.
So like yeah.
But like, I don't know. I guess I didn't really think of him being somebody who was really at fault to begin with. It felt like he was an accessory to the people at fault, like the gal who cooperated, who was the mom who pieced out to Mexico. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I thought it was. I mean, the movie, like it. There's so many like little bits and pieces of it that are so good. Like the few small beers has become a meme now, and that was a improvised line.
Yeah.
They talk about the scene where they're in the car being chased by the cops, where he has to jump out of the car.
Yeah.
And they keep the camera inside the car the whole time. So it's just dialogue between them two, but still such an intense scene.
Yeah. I need to watch more of the Oscar movie. The one I keep saying I'm going to watch, but I just don't have any time, is the Brendan Fraser one, the rental.
I want to see that.
It's
so
on
bad.
Hulu.
Did it just get on there? Because I'm going to watch the shit out of it.
Maybe like 2 weeks ago or something, but I just haven't had time. Like if I've been sitting doing stuff, I've been doing other things. So I haven't had time to like sit and watch a movie I wanted to pay attention to. I've literally been watching the Gilmore Girls when I watch TV because like, I'm like, oh, I should put something on in the background, but I don't want to pay attention. Yeah.
I'm gonna probably watch this movie and cry a lot when wipe my tears with my diapers.
Yeah, it's got to be good, but yeah,
it's got a 87% overall.
Yeah, that's been the one show the one movie I've really been like wanting to watch, but I haven't had a chance to because I haven't had time. But yeah, I've been watching a little bit of television, but it's like not good. Like I've been watching 2 shows that are Ryan Murphy shows. The Beauty. Have you heard about this? I feel like it's copying the plot of The Substance. I haven't seen The Substance, but
I do, but don't, because I heard it's like fucked up.
It sounds like it's gross. So I haven't watched the movie The Substance, but it's from what I gather is it's basically you can consume something to become beautiful or whatever. So The Beauty is kind of a similar thing where somebody's made a synthetic medication where you can.
Oh, that's Ashton Kutcher, right?
Yeah. But Ryan, as you can expect with Ryan Murphy, it's always got like sort of a gruesome yet like gay tone to it. You know, like there's always like a true crime, but sometimes like a representation element to his stuff. But this show, it's basically, they've encountered a way where you can basically sort of emerge as like the most attractive version of yourself. And it's done in a pretty visceral way. But they're also, I mean, not to give too much away about the show, but it's sexually transmitted. It's like this weird element of things. But I've watched like 8 or 9 episodes of it now, and it's really bizarre.
This is FX, and FX is like kind of like
show, and it's on Hulu.
FX was really good at doing like the weird, messed up shows. They do American Horror Story and.
But it's interesting because a lot of the main characters are attractive to begin with, and then they go through the process of this thing and then they become their beautiful self, and you're like, what? They're just like an adjacent beautiful. They already were beautiful. So it's this weird, it's sort of a weird show to watch because you're just like, oh, what are they going to look like? And you're like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So I'm watching that, but there's also a second Ryan Murphy show that's on Hulu right now too, called Love Story, which is about John F. Kennedy Jr. or
I heard
John
about
F. Kennedy
this.
Jr. and
I was just hearing about this today.
Carolyn Bessette.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly, that happened in the 90s and I was a little too young to care about those things. So I really like those Ryan Murphy shows where they're like retelling these true crime stories. Because I think they do a really good job.
Oh,
with
this
them.
is a true crime version.
Well, it's like they don't have like it's a Kennedy, so I'm pretty sure. I don't remember what I like intentionally didn't Google it, but I'm pretty sure they died in a plane crash or something. So a lot of time Ryan Murphy, when he's telling stuff about historical figures or whatever, or public figures, it's always like there's something happens to them. Like he tells he told the Menendez brothers story, or he told
OJ.
Yeah, exactly. There's always some sort of
American.
There's always some kind of crime or death element when he's telling biopic type stuff. So, but those are the two things I've been kind of watching, I guess, right now. But they're always done in like a interesting tone.
Hulu always has like some random good stuff. Like, I got to watch Rental Family, and they also have Predator Badlands, which was like one of my favorite movies
Hulu's
last year.
getting all the Fox Searchlight stuff, so you can pretty much guarantee if it comes out, like it'll get on there if it's a Fox Search. But I feel like most good films are coming out from Fox Searchlight because it's like the indie.
So no more A24?
I don't know who has the rights to A24.
Yeah. Well, A24 seems to always come out with like random.
A24 in general is like kind of like gangbusters right now, but I don't know which big streaming company owns them.
Yeah.
That might be HBO. I don't know.
Who
but they seem like but I know Fox Searchlight for sure is.
I didn't have to do who owns. It said who owns without finishing owns. It
because
said
they're
A24.
listening to us right now.
Yeah. It's owned, and it's an independent company founded in 2012. Daniel Katz, David Frankel, and John Hodges.
There's no way it's not owned by one of the other studios at this point.
While the founders and employees...
Or like who has distribution rights, I guess, rather.
The company has received investment from firms like Stripes Group and Thrive Capital.
I don't know what that means.
Which later valued the studio at $3.5 billion in 2024.
Look up distribution rights. It might be Netflix. Because I'm trying to think of like their prominent films and like what they've come out on. Maybe or Paramount or something.
A24 manages distribution rights through a mix of in-house production and acquisitions, holding exclusive North American rights.
So they're their own thing then. Okay. Yeah. Whereas like, Fox, it's going to obviously be Disney subsidiary.
Yeah.
So Hulu, whatever, But
yeah, there's been some good movies off at A24 for sure.
No, they're killing it. I mean, for the most part, it's like not really stuff I'm super into because a lot of the time it's like horror adjacent or
sometimes
stuff like that. But they've had good stuff too.
They tried to do that one movie with what's his name? Friendship with Paul Rudd and the other comedian.
Yeah, but that movie looks like it just takes a turn. I'm kind of.
It wasn't like I was like hoping that movie would be like really super funny.
No, it seems a little sinister, right?
Yeah, it was kind of like just he was a creepy friend. There was some funny parts that I was like chuckling about like afterwards. Yeah. But I'm like, God, what a weird movie. It was such a weird movie. Yeah,
you can tell like because I mean trailers give away too much now. And I saw the trailer for that and I was like, I can tell where this is going. And I was like, ooh, yeah, it's really going to a place. And
yeah.
I haven't really been in a mood to watch a movie like that where you're just like, oh, like Paul Rudd's just gonna like emotionally fuck you up. Like,
no, it's the other guy. He's the creep.
Oh, interesting.
Like,
okay.
He's like kind of like he's like kind of like Key and Peele, where like Key and Peele's. I didn't really watch the show, but they always have these funny clips from their show. Yeah. That same guy, I think his name's like Nate something. But he
Briganti or
I think so. But he has like a show where it's like the same type of style where it's just like random clips of like random skits that he does. Yeah. what's this guy's name? Let's get this name. Tim Robinson.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's the main character, right?
Yeah, he's the one that gets obsessed with Paul Rudd.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah. I've seen the trailer and I was just like, I just felt like it went down a path where I was like, I don't know if I need to see this.
Yeah, I don't. He did the show. I think you should leave.
Yeah.
Which is got high ratings.
It's got some pretty good sound bites.
Yeah,
I've seen it on social.
That's
media.
actually a good rating. If you're at an 8.1 on IMDb, that's really good.
Yeah, isn't that the one where it's like, I didn't do shit?
Yeah, he does like some random shit. We do have to call it because I do want to get to bed. Well, not right away, but it's 8 o'clock and we're at what are we at?
I need to go home.
Got to go home to the husband. Do you have any parting wisdom, any words of wisdom you want to say before we take off here?
Gretel, I really hope that the Gretel bike tantrum gets a resurgence on social media. That's all I have to say.
I always say don't go to the grocery stores hungry. All right. Well, I love you all. Thank you so much, Barrett, for coming on. We always go very long, and because you're so great to talk with. And we shall do it again soon. Hopefully, we can get like a third person on because it makes it more fun. And
for sure.
And we'll do it like on during the week where we can it's like getting closer to the weekend. Anyways, go Jeff yourselves. All right.